Hey Mario Karters and friends and fans, welcome to our channel.
It's my birthday tour. It's not my birthday today, but it's the tour in which my birthday comes up. And so I've been kind of itching. Do you remember like the old saying, like you got money that's burning holes in your pockets?
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't realize that was an old saying. I still say it all the time.
Oh, really?
Because I'm so rich. My pockets, they're so...
I haven't heard that in forever. Like since I was a kid, when I would actually like put money in my pockets.
Yeah. I'm just kidding, we're not that rich.
And so I feel like I've just been having these tickets burning holes in my pockets. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I'm really wanting to do something with them. And so a couple nights ago, I was like, you know what? I wonder if I have a good enough ticket stash to do something kind of unique in the game. And so I was working on it for a few hours. I was like, oh my gosh, I think I could actually do this. And so I asked Frenzy Fangirl, I was like, I know this week is like your busiest week of the entire year, but for my birthday, the one thing I'm asking for is could I have like an hour and a half to 2 hours to do a Frenzy Fan live stream, not on our normal like end of tour or beginning of tour reaction, but like right kind of in the middle of it so we can do some fun stuff. So anyway, we were having a hard time figuring out like when should we do it on Saturday. I was like, we need to have it early enough in the day so that like people over in Europe can be around. And so we just kind of shot for this time, and so here we are.
But here's my disclaimer, is right now the gold medal for men's basketball is going on in the Olympics and the USA are playing. So please, no spoilers.
I was hoping that we just wouldn't bring it up at all, so then we wouldn't have like put the seed in people's heads.
No one's going to do it. People will be respectful. No one's going to do it. I'm bringing it up because I will legit block you. Not really, but you know. Anyways.
So we are planning on watching it, but just later tonight, like as like a date night thing.
Which I feel bad because my time was a little limited, but of course I'm stoked to be here. Yeah. I'm excited to be here. Frenzy Fanboy has some fun things going on. It's his birthday tour. So, his birthday is... He's going to be out of town next week.
It's my birthday tour.
Yeah, I'm not going to say the date. But he's going to be out of town next week. So, point being, I'm excited to do this now because I think this is our only chance of really doing like a birthday tour celebration.
Yeah. So, of these upgrades that I wanted to do, some of them were going to happen this week that I need to do for Ranked. And so I was like, well, I guess I could like use some tickets, but then as I was adding them up, I was like, oh wait, I'm going to use like over 450 tickets. But if I wait till next week after I already make some upgrades, maybe it's not going to be as many. And so just for like the clickbait, it's like, you know what, let's just go ahead and do it all in one fell swoop. We got Davey here. Hey, Davey.
We got a cool crowd. We got Chabout Ryder, Tiger Bowser. I can't say all that. We got a real true fan of all the characters. Brent, Brett, Rubies, Davey. This is so fun.
Yeah.
Davey, how's Texas? Is it humid?
So, I think my goal, what I want to do is we can take a look at my ticket stash real quick. So if we go over here, here's my ticket stash. And I'm kind of to the point in the game where I've beaten the game. I've kind of taken it upon myself to, when I'm competing in Ranked, to try and only use like non-me characters to give me a little bit of a challenge, I guess. And I only use me's as like a contingency. So it's like if I only have one me and it happens to be like level 8 something, but then like everything else is like level 1 or level 2, and I wouldn't be able to get anywhere close to being competitive with normal characters, then I'll go ahead and use the me. Or if I have like such a tough opponent or opponents where they're really pushing, then I'll go ahead and like use any me's that I have if it helps out. But the idea is to try and use as few me's as possible, and due to the fact that I think it's probably the consensus that Mario Kart Tour with this loop mode of all of the tours and especially like all of the tracks in Ranked, I think I want to go into this next year of Ranked with having at least 3 items for driver, kart, and glider for every single Ranked track appearance.
Yeah.
For an entire year. So just like I've saved up these tickets, I've done some comparisons and some analysis, and shout out to everyone in the Frenzy Fans server that's been helping me out over the past few days, trying to figure out like which way should I go? Should I pivot? Which I just did like maybe 45 minutes ago, and so I'm like super like anxious, and I had this whole thing planned out a few days ago, and then last night I'm talking to Kareem, and Kareem, of course, he's brilliant, top 10 player, and he's like, "Whoa, what about? Did you consider this?" And I was like, "No, but I don't think it'll matter." So I checked it. And I was like, "Oh, it kind of matters." So,
thank you, Kareem.
So I'm doing my best. So I'm pretty sure that so the hardest category to fulfill the 8-3 or higher requirement is carts, because
there are so many
carts in the game that they've spread it out so well. I think I'm going to be able to get all but like 5.
Okay.
And just from the amount of tickets that I have, you can see that cart tickets are the lowest that I have. I got 67 level, and the thing is by the time the ones that I don't level up actually come, or like I'm going to use them in ranked, I will have accrued enough tickets by then to be able to get them to 8-3. Okay. If that makes sense. So I'm not like sweating bullets right now, like trying to get it today, everything 8-3, but I just want to do the large bulk of it.
That makes sense.
I will be able to get gliders to 8-3, and then I think all but 1 or 2 drivers will be at 8-3, but one of them is going to be a super driver, just because Nintendo is nefarious enough to put these horrible rosters on top shelf for Peach Circuit, I think.
So referencing your cart predicament.
Okay.
5Mio DM Toad says, "Well, hey, it ain't called Mario Glider Tour," which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah.
Anyways, everyone's wishing you a happy birthday.
Aww.
Basically, everybody's saying happy birthday. Davey says he might have a little happy birthday surprise later in the stream if you're up for it. I mean, here's the thing, Davey. That is, we know you, so we trust you, but that's like a risky thing to just say. It's like, hey, I have a surprise. Are you up for it? It's like, I don't know. I have a really funny story about that. I'll have to tell you about it later. Remind me.
Oh, okay.
Remind me to tell you what just popped in my head later. So yeah, Davey, we're down for it. I also have a birthday surprise for you.
Ooh.
Later.
Fun.
Later.
Okay.
Once you earn it, if you're nice to me. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Just kidding. You can be mean to me and I'll still give it to you. Okay. Yeah, guys, I'm so happy everybody's here. It looks like we have like 18 people here. If you guys will leave a like, that would be awesome.
It's fun. We're seeing some other, like some people that we've gotten to know over the years through like Frenzy Fans and YouTube channel, but for the past little while, all we've been doing is just streaming at the very end of tour and the very beginning of the next tour, which is
a hard time for a lot of people.
Yeah, in the morning. And so it's fun to see like some of these people just available and able to join.
Do you guys remember the good old days where we'd do like pipe pulling parties and meet the Mario Karters and like strat chats, like all the fun things that are no longer relevant in the game? Like, it's such a bummer to me because it's not like we don't want to do content. It's just like everything we're passionate about has like, there's no point in it anymore. So all that to say, we're here. We love it. I'm stoked that you guys are here. Davey had an AI write a country song about Frenzy Fanboy that he'd love to share. Yes, please.
So you've been sharing so many of these like AI country song like mashups.
They're horrible
on
and
Instagram
hilarious.
Over the past couple days.
I'm not sharing them on Instagram. I see them on Instagram and I share them with you because they're hilarious.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good.
I'm not implying that Frenzy Fangirl is actually making like prompting AI to make country songs.
It's at this stage where they're so awful they're hilarious. And because I'm not in the music industry, like I'm not like offended by it, but they're so bad that like it's just funny. Yeah,
that's great.
Anyways, cool. What is up, Cranebow? I haven't seen your name in forever.
I know, that's what I was gonna say.
Big Galaxy and Living Vicariously. Guys, this is fun.
Alex42, I think, is new to the channel-ish.
So
welcome.
Right. Yeah.
And
That's fun. And somebody wished me a belated birthday. It's actually not my birthday. Frenzy Fan's birthday is 2 weeks before mine. So mine's in like
3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
All right.
I want to see what you're up to.
So, how are we going to do this? I think I want to start off with Karts, just because it's kind of like the most anticlimactic. I don't want to like put it in... I don't want to put it second necessarily. I definitely don't want to do last.
Okay.
I don't want to do gliders last, because that's just kind of... There's not going to be much like drama to it. It's only a few gliders that I need to do.
We should go karts, gliders, drivers.
And then drivers, yeah. Because I think drivers is like... That's actually the hardest thing, and I've got the most tickets to do.
I hope you guys all stay around for the entire stream.
Check that. Not necessarily the hardest, but as far as decision making goes, there are more levels of like hierarchy, right? It's like, do I consider me's? Do I not? Mm-hmm. What type of like skills am I prioritizing over others?
Yeah.
And so I had... Well, we'll get to it when we get to the drivers, but I've done so many pivots, and I'm actually shaking how nervous I am, because I'm hoping...
Wait, are you really?
I'm hoping that all of the math works out.
Oh, friends of family.
And that I'm not going to, like, get towards the end and be like, oh no, I'm 10 tickets shy, and I'm still, like, 10 courses away, and, like, I've way... I've gone through it so many times, but I just pivoted, like, in this last hour.
Okay,
and
so here's my
really
question.
did some shuffle, because...
Should you be prioritizing these upgrades just in case there is an error based off of like chronological order, like which tracks are coming next? So you don't spend all your things and realize, oh my gosh, next week I'm going to have a 7-2.
I'm doing it in order of like like how important they are for me and my account. So like I'm going to do the coin boxers first, like non-me plus skills. So like coin boxers and giant banana.
I love giant bananas.
And then kind of below that is like me suits.
Okay.
And then below that is just kind of like, okay, well, let's fill the holes just to like try and get everything to 8-3 as close as possible.
Okay.
So I'm going to do it like that. And the sheets that I'm going to share are also going to like follow that trend, if that makes sense.
Makes sense to me. Gargamel was imagining you falling to your knees in a Walmart as you realize the error in your spreadsheet.
No!
But really, he'd be grumpy about it for a long time. He'd be like, I can't believe I just did that. Oh my gosh.
So one of the things that was brought to light last night that people helped me out with some extra tools, because the tool that I'm currently using doesn't take into account me boosts.
Okay.
And while there aren't a bunch of me boosts that influence like how my account kind of unfolds, there are enough to make it significant that some upgrades that I was going to do 3 hours ago, I'm now not going to do. It was 3 drivers at least
It's nerve-wracking.
that I was going to level up that now I'm not going to touch.
Okay.
And so I just hope it all worked out. If not, whatever. You only live as many times as Mario Kart loops.
Oh,
I was going to say you only live once, but guess what? From every year from here on out, it's just going to be a repeat, a recycle.
I was just thinking,
so you can just relive it every year.
What a horrible TV or like movie, like horror movie that would be, right? Is like, imagine this. Okay, I'm pitching this to someone right this. Horror movie. Imagine this. There's a new game that's released during COVID, and the high up execs are like, what's up, Jonathan? Thanks.
Whoa.
That's not what the high-up execs say, but you know what? We'll work that into the script. We're going to work that into the script. Happy birthday, Frenzy Fanboy.
Thank you very much.
That was super sweet of you.
Oh.
Yeah, that makes you happy.
It was way above and beyond.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that, man.
Yeah. Okay, so high-up execs are... Oh, sorry, we're pitching to high-up execs about this film, okay? So they're like, what if this? There's a game that is released in the middle of COVID, okay? And all these players become hardcore fans. And those who become hardcore fans are like now, because of the virus, hardwired to the game. So everybody's going to only live as long as the game lasts. And then in the last year of the game, we all find out about it, and then it's just like the story of our last year of life trying to get Mario Kart to like keep going forever because our lives are tied to the hardwire of the game.
That's actually a better storyline than half of the stuff that we've been watching.
Wouldn't that be great? I think somebody should go make that movie right now.
I think right now we're kind of like in this lull of when the writer's strike was.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of British stuff that we're watching. Like a whole bunch of subcaptions.
Which some
like
is great.
Captions.
Some is great.
But there's a lot of closed captions because a lot of these like really thick accents that speak real fast.
That we don't understand because we're not trained on. Trained on.
It's our language, but it just sounds so different.
Yeah. People say that about me though, because I talk really quick too. They're like, what? I'm like, the speed of my brain, I don't know. Okay.
All right. So, let me give a little bit of a background of kind of the process by which I'm arriving to which karts, gliders, and drivers are actually going to be helping me out right now to fulfill this goal of getting everything at 8.3 or higher in loop mode for ranked.
Okay.
So I'm using the DK, or let's see, no, it's the Bam & Gerb's Reichenbach DKG sheet, right? And so the first thing that we'll do is I'm just going to go ahead and select all my levels. And I've also sorted the ranked tracks here. Oh, how come oh, it is. Okay. So over here, yeah, you can see what number tour and like what the name of the tour is. So the R just means rank, so the 15th ranked tour, the 5th ranked tour, 23rd, and then like vacation, spring, anniversary, right?
Yeah.
So here we can see that if I have a kart at 8.3 or 8.4, it gives this numerical value. I don't know how it's exactly calculated, but a numerical value of 110 or 109. So you can see over here, it says that the number of tracks that we have are 148 right here. Now, it says that there are 148 tracks. 6 times 26, though, is 156. So there's 6 tracks. Is something wrong?
No.
Does my breath smell? Do I need to go brush my teeth?
No, not at all. Just sometimes...
You were backing away from me so slow.
I'm used to having my phone, and since I don't have my phone, I just realized how much we like look at each other on stream.
Okay.
Because I'm actually like looking, and then so I was trying to see like, I don't know where should I be positioned as I look at you.
Oh, but then you were going out of screen. That's why I was wondering if I was like, my breath was smelling or something. Frenzy Fang, welcome back. Join me.
Happy birthday, Frenzy Fan Boy. I'm here. No, you don't spell. I was just... Sorry.
Okay. Back on track. Are you with me?
I'm always with you.
Okay. So, there are 6 ranked tracks every tour.
Okay.
And tours happen every 2 weeks.
Okay.
So, out of 52 weeks, that means there's 26 tours.
Okay.
So, 6 times 26 is 156.
Yes.
Okay. But it says that there are 148 tracks in the game.
Okay.
And that's because 8 tracks are repeated.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
So you can see over here, there are some that says, like this one right here, it says the Peach versus Bowser tour, and also the anniversary tour is when Amsterdam Drift 3 shows up, right?
Yep.
So anyway, we're really wanting to just cover 148 tracks in the game.
Okay.
Okay? And so if I know that I already have some karts at 8.3 or 8.4 that are high end, what we can do is we can filter them out. So I take out the 109 and 110s.
Okay. So
then that's leaving all my other, all the remaining tracks now. There are only 32 tracks where I don't have an 8.3 or 8.4 kart.
Okay.
But you'll see that I've got like a lot of level 7s, some level 6s, 5s, and then like a few 4s like sprinkled out, right?
Okay.
So what I'm wanting to do is see what combination of karts that are remaining are going to be most advantageous to upgrade.
Okay.
And then once they're upgraded, then I can also filter them out. And so we're going to kind of get down. So we've got 27.
Okay.
So right here, I've counted of the upgrades that we're going to do, 27 of the 32 tracks.
Okay.
I'm going to have at 8.3 or 8.4.
That's awesome.
And I think there's 3 other carts that cover the last 5.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I don't have enough tickets for them, and they're not going to come up anytime soon, I don't think. So.
Okay. I like it. Jonathan confirms that the math checks out.
Oh, good.
Just,
good. Nice.
And I trust him.
Also, there's some potential for some of these tracks to still get buffs.
Okay.
For example, the Black Dasher Mark II. It still hasn't seen like Sky High Sunday R, or Berlin Byways R.
Are you going to be favoring that one at all? Like, are you going to level that one up to an 8.3 or no?
So that's the thing, is those tracks. So like here we've got the black, what is that one? The silver? The metal. We've got the metal B Dasher Mark II.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, like the Moo Moo Off-Roader, and then the Rainbow Taxi that I'm going to be taking up. So anyway, this Berlin Byways R, I'm not going to level up this cart right now because I want to wait until it comes to the game, which I think is next tour, so that if the cart that I really want to level up, this Black B Dasher Mark II, if it ends up acquiring that, then of the 5, boom, now I only have 4 without spending any tickets, essentially, for this one. So
smart.
So it's almost little fortuitous, I guess, that I don't have, that the ticket number that I have of carts is the lowest.
Yep.
But that's where I have the most potential to have buffs.
Yeah.
In my account, and so maybe it'll all kind of like work itself out. But
yeah. And to everybody who's joined since we just started, welcome. It's Friends and Fanboys birthday tour. He's going to spend 450 tickets, not points, 450 tickets, and take a bunch of stuff to 8.3.
Yeah. So down here, what I've done is I've figured out which carts I'm going to do in what order. So here we've got number 1. We're going to be doing the Moo Moo Off-Roader. It's currently at 7.3, so all I have to do, and I bought it once in the Spotlight shop for 100 rubies, because I was like, I think I'm going to be using some tickets on this, and I don't have a bunch of tickets, so I'm going to like try and... I know that financially wise, it's not as good to spend 100 rubies on a dupe.
But when you're taking everything to 8.3, who gives a flying dupe? So,
we're going to start off with the Moo Moo Off-Roader. It's going to give me 7 tracks here that will help me out in ranked. So, we're just going to go ahead. Oh, actually, you know what I want to do? I want to take a picture of... Oh, you know what we should do? Let's go over here to the shop, because I do have these 2... I want to take a picture of my tickets, but I'm going to get these tickets just to make sure.
Did you have anything in the daily selects today?
No, but you know what's hilarious is, okay, so I was thinking everything was going to be fine with drivers, and that I had enough driver uncapped tickets, and that was before I pivoted. And after the pivot, in order to be able to kind of do like this like Hail Mary on one driver, I'm short 1 ticket. But yesterday I had 2 uncapped tickets that I didn't think I needed. And so I reset because I needed cart tickets. And I got 2 more driver uncapped tickets. I got a total of 4 driver uncapped tickets in my daily selects. Whoa. And I didn't buy one of them.
Wait, what?
And today I'm going to be 1 short.
Why didn't you buy them?
Because this was before I had pivoted, and I thought that I had enough tickets to be able to do what I wanted to do for drivers, but not carts. And so I respun yesterday for cart tickets, and I didn't get it.
That makes sense.
I did it twice today and didn't get it. So anyway, I'm kind of like 1 shy.
That's okay.
But
One will fall in your lap.
But just not today, which is fine. Whatever.
Is there anything that you're up-leveling that's in your current daily shop thing? That you could buy with rubies?
That's a good point.
Because if there are, then you will have enough.
No.
Okay.
So I was talking about uncapped tickets.
Oh!
I'm one driver. It's a 20,000.
Uncapped.
See, that's the thing.
Gotcha.
I had 4 driver uncapped tickets that if I would have spent coins on all of them, 80,000 coins.
You probably said uncapped, and I just did not register.
Yeah, I was meaning...
Yeah.
The whole time I was trying to... I was meaning...
if you absolutely need it, I bet you're going to get one in multiplayer at some point in time. Your multiplayer pipes.
Yeah, so none of these carts or gliders are ones that I'm going to be focusing on. So
cool.
We're just going to go ahead and go to...
Hey, Bobcat wants to know what we're doing. Okay, I'm going to give one more intro to our channel. Hey guys, welcome to our channel. It's Friends of Fanboy's birthday tour week. He has 450 plus tickets, and he's going to take all of his ranked drivers, karts, and gliders to 83. Because it's his birthday and he can.
All of the tracks that show up in ranked loot mode, yeah.
I have like this weird cough going on, guys, so I'm sorry. I think it's allergies.
Okay, so we're going to go down here.
What's up, Ghost Mitch?
I think the Moo Moo is down here.
Hey, Bobcat, if you know anyone who needs a house in Asheville, my friend's selling hers. Just FYI, let me know.
Okay. So here we go with the Moo Moo.
This cart was the one that I missed.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
And then I procrastinated on it forever. And then I finally took it up, I think, to level 6, maybe 7? Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Nicely done. What's next?
Okay, so we're going to take a picture of that. So now he's at 8-3. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm going to come over here, and we're going to change this to 8. Right? So now over here, these guys are going to turn to 109s. And so I'm going to filter them out. And now we come over here to... All right, so here's the second and third ones. And so we've got the Black B Dasher Mark II, which I currently have at 7-0. So we're going to take it to 8-3. And yeah, go from there.
And Bobcat, yes, unless Frenzy Fanboy did the math wrong, he can take everything that he will be using in ranked up to an 8-3. Right now. Except there's like some disclaimer in there that I already forgot. Something about it not coming up for a while and he'll be short.
So carts, I'm going to be 5 tracks short, but there are 3 carts that cover those 5 tracks. But of those 5 tracks, a couple of them have buff potential. And so I want to wait until they actually do appear in the next 2 tours to see if they get that buff. Because I'd hate to like spend tickets on something that I actually wouldn't use because I spent it on another cart that got that buff. And
for sure.
That would just be a waste. So
I think it's a very sound decision. I'm so happy that you took this cart all the way up.
Me too.
I love this cart.
I'm always bummed when it's on like top shelf and I have something else that's like slightly better than it, like a 7 but like uncapped or an 8 anything.
For sure.
It's like, oh, I'd much rather be using this. So, here we go. Now it's going to be, hopefully, one of my more valuable carts in the game, which I just think it's so cool looking, especially like when you get Gold Mario in there.
For sure.
It's just...
Gold Mario with like a gold-ish or black glider makes me really happy. Like the black sail. Sometimes the yellow looks cool. Kareem!
Hey, Kareem.
What's up?
Hey.
That is so nice of you.
Thanks so much, man.
We were just talking about you, Kareem, and what a good guy you are, and how you threw Frenzy Fanboy through a loop, but a good one. But now he's all stressed.
It was a curveball, and you just got me thinking. You got me thinking real good, and I made some big decisions and pivots in the past maybe hour and a half now, and I just hope it all works out. So
I think you are going to do great.
At least I think I'm more comfortable with the pivot decision. I think it makes more sense, like logically.
I can't wait till we get to the point in the episode where you actually tell us what the pivot was.
I know. We'll get there. I
feel like I have to wait. All right, so... Oh.
What's up?
I was going to say, so, while you're doing this, what is something that you want for your birthday?
Ooh, I thought of something.
Okay, I told you to think of things while you were on your walk, because I need to get you things.
Yeah, so... I went on my walk today. We live in the desert, and it's hot. And when I go walking, I have, like a walking running hat that has, like, a longer bill, and it's got, like... vents on the side of the hat. Like it's not just like a baseball cap with, you know,
it's a runner's hat.
Yeah, it's definitely made more for like being outside and exercising. So today when I was like putting it on, and like sometimes I'll like readjust it and stuff, I was noticing that I had like sand on my hands.
Oh snap.
And I was like, what the heck? Like, why do I have sand on my hat? Like, when did it fall into the sand? But it wasn't red sand. It was like just normal like gray sand, but that's also the why do you do that?
I don't know. I just thought it was funny.
Why do you do that? You're seriously making me feel like I have bad breath.
No, you really don't.
Okay.
You really don't. You really don't.
So let's stop doing that.
Okay.
Because it doesn't...
I just feel awkward without my phone, that's all.
It totally jars me on my story.
Sorry. I didn't mean to jar
Do you need your phone?
Nope, not at all.
Oh, okay.
Nope. I'm just used to playing with you, that's all.
So anyway, I think what I found out is that my... Okay, now can you hear us?
That was never happened before.
Yeah, we didn't even like touch anything on the keyboard as like a...
No. All of a sudden, like, the only way to get the mic come back was I had to like switch it to like default mic and then go back to my Yeti mic. That's weird.
Huh. Thanks for letting us know. Shoot.
Yeah, is it like okay now, or is it like too loud or too quiet?
Yeah, so let's wait just a few seconds to make sure. Okay, I think we're back in business. Brent says yes.
Okay.
Jonathan says there we go. Okay.
Hopefully we weren't gone for too long.
So anyway, I was just talking about like a birthday idea that I had that my mom and Frenzy Fangirl have been like asking me for birthday ideas. I want a new running hat because the running hat that I currently have is like deteriorating because it's out in the hot sun.
Yeah.
So many times every week. Okay, so we took this guy to 8.3 and of his 6 tracks. Then it gives me, we're going to hide those. So now we're going to go to the next one, which is the Gold Monarch Kart. And get this. So it was brought to my attention this week that for some reason the normal Monarch Kart has the most tracks of the entire game.
Is this what Kareem told you?
No.
Okay.
I think it was Boomerang 077,
okay.
new Boomerang guy. Because he had maxed it out, and I was like, what? And sure enough, like when you look at it, I think it has like 63, 68 tracks.
Wow.
I get 3s and 8s mixed up all the time, so it's one of those.
Yeah.
I think it's 68. But then the one that you actually had to pay like $15 for because it was in like the premium plus challenge thing where you had to buy like the $15 pack and it was like that's the only way to be able to get the cart.
Yeah.
This has 10 less tracks in the entire game.
Huh.
Super frustrating.
Yeah.
But anyway, it helps me a lot more in my account, and I already have it at 7.3, so I'm going to be taking it to 8.3 because it helps with 7 tracks.
Bobcat wants to know if you've been running a lot.
I have not been running because it's so hot here. I have not a athletic runner's body, and my heart rate... I don't have an athletic body, and my heart kind of does this funky thing where, especially when I'm donating blood, where I don't feel oxygenated. Like sometimes I feel like I'm actually suffocating, if that makes sense, while I'm like pushing it hard while running. So anyway, when it's hot during the summer, turns out you burn just as many calories going the same amount of miles walking as you do running. It's just you get it done quicker when you're running, and it takes longer when you're walking. So it takes me an hour and a half to go the 5 miles now during the summer. But once it starts cooling off,
You'll
and
start
it's in like
running
the 60s and 70s, not the 80s and 90s.
It's like we're averaging like, not averaging, but we're like, 2 months of over 100-degree days consistently? Sometimes it's like 110.
Yeah, so it's like you always have to like go in the early morning, and I mean I started today at like 10, and it was already like 92 or something, hot. And I was struggling like so I was sweating so much that my hat was like it was dripping out the side of the bill, like it had saturated.
But it's not humid here, so like I still feel like it felt the same as like working out outside in the summer in the South, but just a little different. It's weird.
Yeah.
But I'd take the dry heat over the humidity for being outside.
All right, so now we're heading over to the Rainbow Taxi.
Commented, you did miss some upgrades, but we're just kind of getting started. So far, he's done the Moo Moo Off-Roader, the Black Bee Dasher,
and the Gold Monarch. Kart.
And the goal is to get everything that appears in Ranked to be an 8.3.
Yeah, so I guess for the next year's worth of like tour reactions, we're going to be focusing more on your account to see like what upgrades are going to help, because if I'm doing it right, pretty much every track that's going to come up in Ranked next year should have something at 8.3 or higher.
I haven't beaten the game yet.
Which doesn't make for good like YouTube content, but
I think it'll be great. I can do a lot with my account because I don't do anything with my account, so we good. No gyms close. Bobcat, I go to the gym. Frenzy Fanboy has this thing. Can I rat you out about your thing?
Sure.
It's not really that bad. It's just weird for me. Frenzy Fanboy has this thing where he doesn't like to go get sweaty and then be in his car, because his car still smells like a brand new car, even though it's a 2018. So all that to say, every time someone goes in the car, by the way, they're always like, it smells like you just bought this. I'm like, yeah, it's because Frenzy Fanboy doesn't do anything in the car but drive from point A to point B. So anyways, he doesn't like to go to a gym and then be sweaty and then get into the car. So he doesn't believe in gyms.
Plus, for my physical, like, active goals right now, I feel like I can satisfy that by just walking, like, up and down this beautiful trail that we have right next to our house.
We live in a gorgeous area.
Like,
right along the river.
I would much rather, like, view outside nature and, like, hear that than, like, go to a gym and just be on a treadmill or...
Frenzy Fanboy doesn't like weight train or anything like that either, so that takes out a huge part of the gym.
All right, so we got this guy now to 8.
Excuse me.
3.
NPTK 0210. Upgrades are going well. Once Frenzy Fanboy gets through his carts, I'll pull out a surprise.
Okay. All right, so now you can see, like, look over here. We've got, like, a lot of, like, level 5, level 4s, and then I got my one little Koopa King over here that I use in the animal tour on Dino Jungle RT.
Yeah.
He's actually going to be the last cart on the stream that we get to. which I think is in 2 carts.
Davey says my Frenzy, like the Frenzy Fangirl spreadsheet episode still needs to happen. It absolutely does. It will happen. I am restructuring my life and my business right now because, you know, you build a business to give you the life that you want, but when you figure out that that business is preventing you from having the life that you want because you're working so much, you just got to pivot. So I'm making some pivots right now that will give me some more time in my life to do the things that I love. And when that time comes, spreadsheet episode will absolutely happen.
Yeah. And I wonder what your ticket stash is going to be like. I wonder if we can get everything to like 7-2 or something.
That'd be
for
cool.
Your ranked mode, right?
Be down for
Just
that.
kind of like distribute
Yeah.
the tickets.
I have quite a few tickets. I will open up and tell you what tickets I have, even though my phone's not connected. Bobcat said, how great would it be if they switched up the rank tracks in loop mode?
Dude, okay, so I actually reached out to a couple players. I reached out to Sammy and Kanye, Kareem, and I was like, okay, what are the chances that come this anniversary tour, when they start doing like the loop mode again, that they switch up the ranked tracks? Both of them, as well as myself, we think that it's very, very highly unlikely that that's going to occur.
Sure.
So I think that this is going to be, I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, how crazy of a curveball would that be if, like,
Frenzy Fanboy would
they
quit
changed
the game.
it.
Frenzy Fanboy would
like,
absolutely just...
I just spent 450 tickets!
Do you remember when you, like, unleashed your multiplayer pipes, like, the week before? They're like, balloons are now worth twice as much.
3 times as much.
3 times as
there
much.
There were 300 coins and it went to 1,000.
That's right. All right, here is my... You keep doing your thing while I figure out how to have it focus. Here's my ticket stash. Focus. I'll just read it off. 86 drivers, 95 carts, 98 gliders, and then 84 driver uncaps, 81 cart uncaps, and 84 glider uncaps.
That's healthy. Probably by the time that we get you to a point, you'll probably be sitting around like 100 for each of those, right?
Unless I keep spinning them, which I have been doing. Because I've been taking things up that I want to take up.
And that's perfectly fine, too. See, here's the thing, too, is I've always kind of been in, like, the Sammy D camp of, like, I'm not going to upgrade something in ranked unless I need to, right?
Totally.
And what that's led to is me being, like, set up or matched with opponents that don't require me to do very many upgrades.
Yeah.
And when I do get the one opponent, I'm like, second's a new first.
Totally.
And so, like, that mentality, like, I haven't been put in a situation where I'm like, oh yeah, spending like 30 or 40 tickets, like, overall in a ranked week is actually going to be worth it to me when you really only gain like 8 back.
Totally.
Like, the uncap. Like, it's like this hard justification. And so I just haven't ever upgraded anything. And so I think the only way to get me to actually spend my tickets is to do something like this, where I make like this big swooping improvement to my entire account that is just kind of fun, because you don't really see people spending 450 tickets just for like loop mode rank stuff, and actually make it so that by the end of it, save like maybe 3 or 4 courses for all driver carts and gliders, that you have 8-3 or 8-4 everything.
That's be really cool. Yeah, there's the whole mentality in life of like the decisions that you made to get to you to where you're at right now are not the same decisions that you have to make to get you to the next level.
Yeah.
That just applies to this.
Yep.
But it's hard. Like that transition, I don't know if you guys have ever gone through a life transition like that, where you're like, all my mindsets and frameworks and things that I live by literally have gotten me to where I'm at right now. But in order to get the next step, I have to forget and like untrain myself on all those what used to be good habits that are now holding me back. Well, that's what I'm going through in business right now. So I relate to this concept with you right now. Ghost Mitch doesn't know how you've saved all the tickets. He only has like 30 driver once they're burning a hole in his pocket.
Yeah. So I'm definitely a 2 marshmallow kid.
Yeah.
We've talked about that before on the stream. I'm not one, I don't know why this is, but I'm not one to like just need to like, I almost feel that the anticipation of something upcoming is a little bit more exciting than the actual obtaining of it, if that makes sense.
Yep.
And so I kind of have a hard time. Oh, yeah, because by the time that I actually enjoy it, then I'm like, oh, I enjoyed it all, and it's all gone now.
There are so many different levels and like positive qualities, but also just like some very, very like trauma rooted like aspects of that too. Here's the thing with Frenzy Fanboy. I admire his 2 marshmallow mentality in life, but sometimes I'm like, what are you doing? So like, for example, sometimes he'll like won't eat that last thing because he wants to preserve it so much that it'll just go bad. Or there'll be like a movie he really wants to see, or a series he wants to watch, or a game he wants to play.
Oh, Robot Season 4, any Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. Like, I just don't want to play it because if I beat the game, then I'm no longer going to have that. Oh, but I could always play and like make some progress or do something.
So in doing so, he deprives himself from the joys of life because he's so scared that those joys won't be available again. We're working on an abundance mindset in this household right now. Yep. So last night, was it last night? No, the night before last. I've been doing like strawberry shortcake a lot for us for desserts. And so Frenzy Fanboy, I got like this huckleberry ice cream for him because he loves huckleberry ice cream. And he's like, he pulls it out to put it on his strawberry shortcake, and he's like, oh, there's only a little left. Did you buy another gallon yet? Which I did. He's like, oh, good, I can have it tonight. To which I'm like, just have the freaking huckleberry ice cream. Like, even if there wasn't a gallon to back it up, I could just go to the store tomorrow and get you another gallon of huckleberry ice cream. But your whole mind was like, if there's not another gallon, I will never eat this. I don't know who's at the door, but I'm not going to answer it.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it was delivery. Because I just heard a door close.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Does it look like a delivery?
Maybe. Let's go back to our dark cave.
Okay, so, yeah. It's like the 2 Marshmallow Kid experiments, but like, I'm the one on steroids where you could offer me like 200 and I'd be like, no, I'm good. I'll wait.
This is how I know Frenzy Fanboy will never cheat on me in life. He'll be like, but wait, does that mean Frenzy Fangirl would go away? Yeah. Absolutely not.
Not worth it.
I don't care if you give me 200 of those.
Yeah. Okay, so we're kind of rounding up the carts.
And he likes me. That's just...
Absolutely. Okay. Because that was in question.
I just didn't want to be led like that's the only reason why he wouldn't cheat on me.
Okay.
Anyways.
So we're rounding up on the carts, and one of them, the cleanup hitter, gives me 2 tracks. They're both in the autumn tour, which is going to be coming up here in a few weeks. But I need 16 level up tickets and 16 uncapped tickets to be able to do what I need to, and I just don't have them. And so I'm just not prioritizing those. So if we put those 2 away, just for the sake of demonstration here, and then so we're gonna get rid of the Koopa King one, and so that just leaves 3 courses left, 2 of which are covered by the Metal Bee Dasher Mark II, which I'm perfectly fine with upgrading.
Yeah.
However, here's this contingency. There's the Berlin Byways, where if the Black Bee Dasher Mark II gets it, then it automatically trumps the value of the Metal Bee Dasher.
Okay.
And then the only other one that the Metal Bee Dasher would give me ranked improvement on is the Ninja Tour, Ninja Hideaway, but I already have the Crawley Cart at 7.3.
Okay.
And like, I think 2 or 3 tickets towards it. So I'm kind of hoping that I get a buff for Berlin Byways, so I don't have to worry about it. And then I can spend way fewer tickets on the Crawley Cart. And And then, then the one leftover one is the yellow off-roader for Sky Garden RT, which doesn't come around till New Year's, and that'll be plenty of time to get tickets. And then when it pops up, I'm perfectly fine with using the yellow off-roader at 8-3 at that point. For some reason on my account, the yellow off-roader, I know it sounds crazy, but the yellow off-roader hasn't been strong. Yeah. Just the things that I've chosen to upgrade.
Yeah. So Landon, yes, 450 tickets to get everything ranked appearance to 8-3 for Frenzy Fanboy. Bobcat says, I've been upgrading to 8 for a while now, trying to me it up. I am friends with Jeeves and now Studfit, and it's hard keeping up with them. They're just good. I've always been friends with them. And that's why I feel like I've given up on the game. Just kidding.
Because you're comparing yourself to Jeeves and Studfit?
Yeah, like, there's no way. They're so much better than I am.
What's the quote? That comparison steals... like happiness?
Comparison is the thief of joy?
Is a thief of joy?
Yep.
And you should only be comparing yourself to yourself.
Correct. Competitiveness, on the other hand. If I were in a group of people who were, like, at my level with my amount of time to put in the game and, like, my give a craps about the game, which I do give a crap about the game. But anyways... like, I would be probably way, way, way more competitive. Like, I would be grinding all the time, like, just trying to inch in front of those people. But since they're, like, literally 50,000 ahead of me all the time, and I'm like, I don't have the time to invest in that, I'm just like, there's not the competition there.
Yeah.
So.
And that's a thing. Like, you can take this game and play it how it brings joy to you, right?
It brings so much joy to me.
Some people really like getting the most amount of points possible, and so they are going to be investing in Miis, which is a more expensive route.
Yep.
Other people are going to want to invest in like Larry's or Toadette's or Bowser's.
Why am I surprised that you didn't have this one already maxed out?
Yeah, so that's the thing, is the Silver King and what was the other one? The
Christmas one?
No, actually that one's still not. No, the dark one. The Gilded King.
Gilded King.
The Gilded King.
The one that you're driving in your little logo.
Yes, that one. Those ones are 8-4 for sure.
Okay.
It's just that the overlaps with those two carts, especially in the Bowser Tours, overlap this guy.
Yeah.
A lot, to the point where I haven't taken him past that 7-2.
That's fair.
But now he helps me on that Dino Jungle, and whenever he pops up, he might actually have like a little bit better hitbox than some other tracks that I have at 8-3.
Yeah, that's cool. Comment said that the Black Bee Dasher has seen every Berlin Byways variant.
But so Berlin Byways are though the Black Bee Dasher Mark II. It's not showing up. It's not there. And by variant, do you mean like 2 and 3? Because I don't think Berlin Byways has come.
Berlin Byways R was in the spring tour.
This game's hard.
This is very hard. It's very hard.
I could have swore. Well, I guess we'll find out next tour.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see.
Bobcat says, no joy here. I just want to beat Jeeves and Studfit every week. And
fair enough.
NPTK says, I invested in the Mint Soft Swerve and Gold Eagle for this tour. Wasn't there like a fad a while ago where everybody was going in on that Mint Soft Swerve and I was surprised? I might be thinking of a different thing though.
So anyway, I guess here's the thing. If we come over here and we take a look at the Koopa King, where is he at? Come on, Koopa King, where are you at? Here we go. All right, so we hide him. Now we have, after the cleanup hitter, we have 3 tracks out of 148 that aren't quite at 8-3, but everything else is going to be at 8-3. So it's a valiant effort, and I think currently my tickets for... Oops. Oh, goodness. Apparently Apparently it was a challenge to spend a ticket. Okay, so if we come back here, doop-a-doop-a-doo. Tickets. Okay, so I still do have some tickets to, and I actually need 10 tickets to take something from double uncapped to triple uncapped.
Okay, so you're good.
So, yeah, there's the possibility of. Okay, so yeah, the Black Bee Dasher Mark II, if it doesn't get an upgrade or like a buff, then I will be spending the tickets on it, which I think are over here. How many does it need total? I think it's a little bit more than 16. It was... Oh. Yeah, I think I might need a few more uncapped tickets, but then the 10...
Cool.
Oh, no, I need 15. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. We're good. Yeah. The carts is just intrinsically the hardest one to do because of...
There's so many of them.
How many of them there are, yeah.
Davey says Mint Soft Swerve has a nice streak of ranked appearances coming up starting in the Sunday tour.
Cool.
Yep, smart investment there.
All right, so we're going to transition to gliders now.
But first... Ooh. Wait, hold on. When do you want your surprise? Between gliders and drivers or now?
It depends. Am I getting a glider?
No.
Okay. I'm good either way.
It's your birthday.
Let's go ahead and go through the gliders because I don't think it's going to take that much time.
I'm good with that.
Because we can see here, if we select all... Here we've got, again, the 148 tracks, but if you filter out the ones that are already at 8.4 or 8.3, we get down to 15.
All right, guys, while Frenzy Fanboy does this, I'm going to go make sure something expensive wasn't left on the front porch and go to the restroom.
Oh, so am I doing some upgrades without you?
Yeah, just for the gliders.
Okay.
Okay.
And we're back. Okay. So, yeah. Of these 15, I think I have enough tickets with some to spare to be able to get everything except for one that I think the Peach circuit, which is just that horrible, nefarious, ridiculous track. Peach circuit, that's going to be my only super 8.4 out of all of ranked tracks. So that'll be one left over. So I think I should say here 14 tracks are what we're going to upgrade of the 15 right here. So yeah, here we go. So let's go to, we're looking at the gold 8-bit glider, which is going to give me 5 tracks. Let's go over here to the gold 8-bit glider. And I got to make sure, just super double check, because there's a couple of gold gliders that kind of look similar to each other. Gold 8-bit glider. Gold 8-bit glider. Okay, so this is definitely the one. And it's a coin glider, which I'm not sad about at all. Okay. So we're taking this one from 1-0. Oh, shoot. I should have uncapped it. Triple uncapped it first at level 1. Taking a screenshot of that because that's kind of fun. No worries. All ends up being the same in the end. All right. So we're getting past level 4. Just doing one. Just the first glider here. All right. Everything okay? Yep. Was it a delivery?
No, nothing was there. So I'm going to check my text messages and see if it was a friend or something.
I wonder if it was another canvasser or something.
Maybe. Mm-hmm. I did have something on Amazon delivered, but they may have left it in the mailbox.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check my Amazon account. Yeah, that was left inside the mailbox. But maybe they tried to drop it off here first. Okay. Who knows?
Okay.
Cool.
Well, it's good to have you back, Frenzy Fangirl.
Hey, it's good to be back.
Wow, we've got 20 viewers and 19 likes.
Isn't that fun? People have been coming in, dropping likes.
That's great. Thanks to everyone for joining us in the middle of a day. Didn't want to have it like too late to be like around dinner time on East Coast and like past midnight in Europe.
Yep.
And just kind of we're not used to streaming outside of tour end and tour reaction, so we just really weren't sure how much of an audience we were going to have. So thanks everyone for joining us, who is joining us. We really appreciate it.
Hey, I'm really glad you're doing this one. I like this one.
Yeah. So here's the thing is, again, it's been one of these that like has been very, very valuable for my account, but every time that it comes up in ranked, it's as the most valuable one. I think it's like one of the Waluigi.
Oh yeah, the pinballs.
No. The Waluigi.
Track.
What is it? It's not pinball. It's the one where it's like the dirt track. Waluigi. What is that called? Waluigi Circuit? Waluigi.
Like the Halloweenish one with the trees that go
it's like dirt all over the place. No, it's like Waluigi like stadium. It's like a Waluigi
stadium.
Is it Waluigi Stadium?
Clowington said stadium.
Jeez, my brain. Okay.
My brain's fried right now.
So one of the Waluigi Stadium ones has this as my most valuable glider at level 1. But, again, I didn't need to level it up to get first place. And so it hasn't... It's like, oh, well, when it comes up in rank next, I'm going to be sure to do it. Like I was saying earlier, that's not enough of a thing. And so it has to be something like this where I'm like, nope, we're just doing everything to 8-3 or 8-4.
Totally.
And then I'm going to focus on, like, just doing coin box drivers.
Yeah.
I think Gekshi is going to be my very first.
Ooh.
He's at 6-2 right now.
Yeah.
He's got the most value for me, like, outside of ranked.
Yeah, he's a solid 8-3 for sure.
So I'm going to...
My opinion on life.
I'm going to be going 8-3 on him probably next.
Bobcat says, so 2 years ago today, I met you guys. So it's kind of our anniversary. If you want to be weird about it. Did you meet us? Is it your kid's
birthday?
Like second birthday?
Happy birthday, baby Bobcat.
That was a baby Bobcat.
It's a baby Bobcat birthday.
That's cute. It's like a little, It's like a baby Simba.
Yeah.
I know lions and bobcats aren't the same, but that's great.
Also, buffalo and bison. Are they the same?
We went to like a steakhouse last night, and on the menu it was talking about like there were different like steak cuts or whatever, and there was one that was like New York strip, and then there was one that said Buffalo New York strip, and Friends and Fanboys like, why is this one like $4 more? Right, but then okay, so keep on going. Yeah, so then the waiter's coming and like describing it because it's like a daily special, and he's like, and this is our bison, and our bison cut, yeah. Our bison cut, and Friends and Fanboys like da 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 da. Little confused, and then he said it again, this is our bison cut. So Friends and Fanboys like, wait, it's not a New York? I thought Buffalo was the city. I thought that this cut was talking about the Buffalo, New York City cut. And he was talking about the bison. I was like, I want to make sure that we're talking about the right thing. Yeah. And then I had connected the dots that a bison and a buffalo are essentially the same animal. Just sorry to all the vegans out there. Different names for the same thing. And I was like, yes. Once again, my love and passion for food. It's okay, sugar beans. Yeah, what's happened to, who is it that would call me sugar beans all the time on here? War Dog and her War Dog's wife. Why am I forgetting her name? We've been missing her. We have been missing you. Mm-hmm. It'll come to us after the stream. Seriously. I'm sure. Bobcat! Oh, sweet. Cha-cha-chubs, yes! Cha-cha-chubs. Thank you, Clowington. Yes. I kept wanting to say, like, ha-ha hubs, and I was like, that's not it. Ha-ha hubs.
Ha-ha hubs.
Because I call Frenzy Fanboy
That's
hubs.
very, very close.
But I was like, ha-ha, that's not it. And I didn't want to sound like a fool. And then I was like, what am I thinking about? Cha-cha chubs. Bobcat, thank you so much.
Donation for 2-year anniversary of your baby Bobcat being 2 years old.
Yep.
I love it. Thanks so much.
Ah, that's awesome. You guys are so sweet to us.
Okay, so we're going to change this to 8. And then this to 3. And then we're going to filter this one out.
Frenzy Fanboy goes on vacation tomorrow. Well, it's not vacation. Frenzy Fanboy's going on a work trip tomorrow. And I have elected to stay home. This would be the first time that Frenzy Fanboy has left, I think, in like 2 years that I have not followed. So I'm going to have like...
Yeah.
And then every time I travel, it's not like alone time. So this is like the first alone time I'm going to have in 2 years. I got to be honest with you guys. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun.
All right. So we're going to be doing next the Festival Holly.
Yeah.
StudFit's favorite glider.
How is StudFit these days? I know he's still playing because I always see him in my friends list. But like, what is he up to?
Yeah, I wonder if he watches any YouTubers anymore. If he's just like kind of in the background lurking, or if he's just like only playing Mario Kart Tour when going to the restroom or something.
That, probably. Where do you want to go to dinner tonight? Should we go out with friends to burgers, or should we do our own thing?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we got that guy there. Then we're going to take him here, like that. Whatever it is, I'm gonna be plenty hungry. Have you had lunch or breakfast? I haven't had lunch or breakfast today.
Just the smoothies.
Just the smoothie. Okay. So we're both in the same playing field. Except I walked 5 miles in 95-degree heat.
Yeah, I just went to yoga. That wasn't as
Could you
intense.
actually do me a favor? Could you get me like a body armor or something? Because I sweat a lot, and I don't want to get like a dehydration headache or something.
Yeah, before I do that, how about you reach behind the computer?
Are we going to do this now?
I don't know.
Okay. Let me finish this.
I have a surprise for you behind the computer.
So we're not going to finish the gliders?
We can finish the gliders. How many gliders do you have left?
Like maybe 3.
Okay. I'll go get you a body armor.
Okay, thank you.
What flavor do you want?
The strawberry banana, please.
I can handle that.
Okay, so now we're coming over here. We got this guy to 8-3. Unless you want me to go get it.
Nope, I got it.
Okay, so now we're going to filter out the 109s. Okay, so now we're at 7 tracks. So we're going to go over here to where it says 3. Okay, yeah, so the green emblem and the red emblem, they give me 2 tracks each. So I'll go ahead and do those. Do the green emblem first. See, Bobcat says, StudFit recently told me all is good and told me work is going great.
That's cool.
So I guess StudFit's doing all right.
Good.
Thanks so much, Frenzy Fangirl.
Friends Fanboy, you're welcome. I'm trying a brand new drink on stream.
Ooh, really? Tell us about this.
So there's a brand that I love called Clean Simple Eats. I get like not all my proteins, but I get a lot of my protein powders and like different supplements through them because they're really good. They just released protein like waters or protein drinks. So it's not like the powders, it's like a legit watery drink. And I'm trying the Blue Raz one. This is not sponsored. Nor do I think anyone here would actually care about it. But yeah, it's protein water pretty much. We'll see if it's any good.
I wonder what protein just tastes like. Like if you're to extract just protein out of some substance and like get it in like powder form or something, and you were just to like lick the powder, I wonder what protein.
They have flavorless protein powders. I don't know if that's like a legit.
Is it because protein is flavorless, or does how they make it like offset the taste of protein?
Probably totally manufactured. Yeah. I don't know. Interesting. Definitely have a blue raz taste. You should try some. It's pretty powerful.
It tastes like protein. Protein tastes bad. Did I take a screenshot of this? I don't know. We'll do another one.
It does has like a little bit of a, like that dry protein clay taste at the end of it.
It tastes fine. I'm just playing. Not my favorite though. It needs a little bit of carbonation.
Yeah, it's a water. It's not like a carbonated water or energy drink or anything like that. Hit and miss, Bobcat. Hit and miss. Yeah, we try to eat healthy, but we also travel a lot and eat out a lot. But when we're eating at home and stuff, I try to make healthy meals. Do a lot of like salads and lean meats and that type of stuff.
You make a mean burger.
Yeah, my burgers are not healthy though.
We got overhard eggs, bacon, avocado.
They're
cheese.
healthy if you're like on a keto diet. We try to. I'm not doing the best at it. I've kind of like failed, but I'm on like a little bit of a 75 hard quest right now. Technically, the rules of 75 hard is like the day that you fail, you need to start over. I'm not doing that. I'm doing 75 hard of being as strict as I can with myself. But I went like camping in the middle of nowhere for a while, and I've been gifted some little candies that I've been snacking on here and there. So it's not like a perfect streak, but we're trying to be better. How about you, Bobcat? You're like a farmer. I'm sure you are a very healthy individual.
So, since we're on the subject of health, my Thankful Grateful made me happy.
Yeah.
Should I share that now?
Please do.
Is that okay? Will you remember to do yours at the end of the episode if we haven't done it by then?
Yep.
So, today I was happy and grateful when I came back from my 5-mile walk in 940-degree weather.
Yeah.
So usually like I weigh myself right after like showering and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's this goal or this number that I've been trying to hit.
Yeah.
And today, you guys,
you hit it?
I hit it. I didn't get lower than it. I like hit it right on the dot.
That is awesome.
And so,
Good
job.
job.
I'm gonna count it as a win.
You absolutely should count it as a win. And what was that number? Tell everybody.
No.
Oh.
My weight?
Oh, weight number. I'm sorry.
What do you think we're talking about?
You haven't.
I literally said I weigh myself after
sorry.
I go walking and shower.
Yep.
And I've been trying to get to a certain number.
Yeah. Sorry. I registered that, but my brain was also thinking about you have like a certain mileage distance that you're trying to go right now.
Correct.
And for some reason my brain went there. Even though I heard what you were saying, my brain was thinking about that.
No. So I actually the number that I told you the other day was erroneous because I was just looking at my app and I put it on the year range.
Yep.
And that year was actually not like the 2024 year. It was 12 months back from that particular day.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to do a certain amount of miles just in 2024. So when I had given you, it was like 288 miles or something I said. That was including like August, September, October, November last year. So it's really, I think I'm just right on the brink of 250 miles for the year.
That's impressive.
Running and walking.
For sure.
Doing both.
outside of your casual get from here to there type things.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Good job.
So I think I'm going to try and hit... I think it would be nice to do like 365.
Okay.
Because I don't go walking and running every day. I only go a few days a week. But if I could average a mile a day of exercise...
Yeah.
I don't know. That's probably not a very good goal. Now that I actually like vocalize it, like, I'm just going to walk 1 mile a day. I should probably on my off days just walk an extra mile and get up in like the 500 range.
Nope, I think it's a great goal. I think it's great. I think this week I'm going to hit my 200 days of yoga this year. If I'm doing all the math right, which will be good. 200 days of like 30 to 1 hour like actual classes attended this year, which will be fun. 75 hard bobcat. Okay, so I'm doing like a very different variation of it, but the traditional 75 hard is you have to adhere to a strict diet for 75 days with no cheat meals, no cheat anything. You have to take a progress picture a day. I think you have to read like 30 minutes or 10 minutes or something like that from a book each day. You have to do an indoor and an outdoor exercise each day. So you're working out twice a day, indoor and outdoor. And there was a gallon of water a day. So I'm doing a variation of that I like based off of like my lifestyle right now and what is possible with travel and all that type of stuff. I've created myself this like whole plan and stuff, and I have, let's see, how many days left of it? 23 days left. So I am like 52 days into it. Tokyo DR, it's a freaking party. It's a birthday party for Frenzy Fanboy. He's spending 450 tickets. Why'd you do that face?
So look at this. When I... What is going on here? Select all. Weird. Oh, maybe because... Okay. Yeah, I had only hid or filtered out the 109s from the red emblem, but both the red and the green emblem went away. And I was like, oh no, was there like some overlap that I didn't like?
Yeah.
But I think what it is the program sees that they're 109s and I'm filtering out 109s over here.
Okay.
So anyway, I think we're good. But now, so the very last one, get this. Guess how funny this is. The banana wingtip gives me these last two courses, Los Angeles Laps and New York Minute B. And then the only one I'm going to have left is the Peach Circuit, which has that 8-4
nice
glider. So super glider. So banana wingtip is what we're doing last.
That's awesome. So yeah, Tokyo DR, 450 tickets. He's getting every kart glider driver that would be used and ranked to level 8-3-ish. With a few
exceptions because of possible timing and ticket stash limitations. Yeah. It's going to be pretty close.
It's going to be pretty close. Mm-hmm.
So what about Bobcat? Is he trying to eat healthy? I know he's on a farm, and he probably...
I'm getting there. I've been doing a variant of carnivore. It's an animal diet, so like milk, butter, eggs, and meat. 70% meat. I've never felt better. I've had major oxalate issue fixed. That's really cool. There are people who don't eat meat for like ethical reasons, and I totally like admire and respect those type of people. But I've actually had tons of like really close friends have incredible success with carnivore diets. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad that you're rocking that.
Did Tokyo DR just join?
Yeah, I've already shouted him out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. What's up, Tokyo DR? Say hi to him.
And Andrew? Did you say hi to Andrew?
Andrew's brand new.
Thanks so much for the birthday wish, Andrew.
Yeah.
Or is it Andre?
Andre?
Andre or Andre?
Or Andre?
I don't know that you get an A sound out of just an I at the end of a name.
Yeah. But we live in Utah, where the names are weird. It's a whole different language down here.
Brooklyn, spelled with a Q and a 7.
Ruoqquoqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqqquqq
7.
7. Semicolon.
Oh, so I'm gonna ask just because, I'm so old on this planet, so many years old, and what was it the other day? Oh, the brass tacks. I was like, okay, so there's this commercial where this kid in the grocery store is with his mom, and they're going down the cereal aisle or something, and the kid is trying to convince the mom of getting like these like Nutri-Grain bars or something.
Yeah.
And part of his argument, he said, let's just skip to the brass tacks of this thing. And the mom's like, okay. And so, he does like his marketing, like what the marketers have told him to say. And then the mom's like, that's cool. Yeah, maybe we should. And so she puts it in her cart. And then at the very end of the commercial, she's like, where did you learn the term brass tacks? And I'm like, how am I almost a half a century on this earth and I don't know where brass tacks came from? Like, what the heck is that? So I type into Google brass tacks, T-A-X. Because I'm like thinking that it was like, I don't know, maybe like a tea tax from like, the Boston Tea Party. They got real mad because of the tea tax.
The tax you had to pay if you had a bunch of brass.
Yeah, I was like, well, maybe brass, like, in some point in history was, like, very, very rare, and so there was this super high tax on it, and maybe that's why these candy bars are so good, or whatever. I don't know. Like, I was having a hard time figuring out, like, making the connection.
They were kind bars.
Kind bars. And I was like, this 10-year-old is, like, using this in one of his arguments. I'm like, I have no clue what that is. So I type in brass tacks, T-A-X, and then Google corrects me and says that it's brass T-A-C-K-S.
Yeah.
And it has to do with, I guess, back in like the early 20th century. Oops. Furniture was like, I guess the higher quality furniture maybe was put together or fastened with brass tacks.
Like T-A-C-K-S.
And that it was kind of like one of the finer details of like the furniture. And so that's where the saying comes from. It's like, well, let's get to the brass tacks. Like, let's get to kind of like, yeah, we know it's a couch, but let's talk about like kind of the minute details that have gone into the making of this couch. So anyway, all of that to say, can someone tell me what oxalate means? You like that?
That was a really long story.
I know, but it's very relatable because it just goes to show you that no matter how old you are, you can still learn new stuff every day. Like this.
It's true. It's true.
I don't know what oxalate means.
So this will be relevant to you because you talk about this a lot, but you talk about it in a different form. So,
okay.
Bobcat is doing it because he had oxalate issues, right?
Yeah.
So
do I have oxalate issues? Can I be cool like Bobcat?
So, oxalate is like a mineral. I'm going to read you what it is because Google explains it better. Oxalate can bind to minerals like calcium in the kidneys and form calcium oxalate kidney stones.
Oh, get out of town. Are you kidding me? So is that oxalate issues? Is that kidney stones? Is that smart doctor talk for kidney stones?
It's associated. I don't think that's like the only thing, but it's associated with kidney stones a lot.
Wow.
So anyways, it's basically like an acid that's found in plants and stuff. So when you drink milk, which is rich in calcium and stuff, because
I like milk.
That's your excuse, but you say
no, it's not my excuse.
No. You drink milk because you like milk, but your excuse is you don't want to get kidney stones.
I mean, when 2 + 2 = 4.
So anyways,
so can we talk about that though?
Yeah.
Let's finish your thing, but then let's talk about how 2 + 2 = 4 though in my life.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. So anyways, I'm curious with Bobcat. Bobcat, is it like the calcium that's like found in like a lot of these meats? And teach me about the carnivore diet and how it helps with that, because Frenzy Fanboy drinks a lot of milk because his dad used to get really bad kidney stones. And calcium,
and my dad never drank milk.
And
I mean, we've got to add 2 and 2, not 1 and 1, or like leave one of the ones out and say 1 + 2 = 4.
Yeah, I feel like I've studied this before because I was curious about it, and I totally, like, right now my brain is so fried I'm forgetting all the research. But Frenzy Fanboy has been led to believe that by drinking a lot of milk and having a lot of calcium, it reduces his risk of having kidney stones. So my question for you, Bobcat, tell me about oxalate and the carnivore diet and how that helps. Teach Frenzy Fanboy and me.
Teach me.
King Brain says, happy birthday to you, Frenzy Fanboy.
Oh, man. Thanks, King Brain. All right. So we've finished Karts and Gliders.
Okay. You know what I've heard
now
helps with kidney stones?
Is time for our fun. We're bringing out the funness. What's going on here?
Put it in a box to hide it from you so you couldn't see it.
It's in a box, everyone. Is this my birthday present?
No.
One of my birthday presents? Is it just something fun for us to do
It's
on
just
stream?
something fun.
Okay.
It's just something fun.
Can I drum on it? Is it going to ruin it?
Push the gold pipe.
Is it going to break if I...
No, you're good. It's really not
Or
that.
the Luigi?
I feel like I've built this up way more than it needs to be built up.
I'm excited.
I mean...
Should we see what it is?
Just go for it.
Should we have people see it on stream first?
Sure.
Uh-oh. Oh! Look at those Oreos and Tim Tams!
Because we're super healthy on here. Now, there's a...
We were just talking about how we're like... We're actually meeting our weight goals just so that we can start over again.
Double stuffed family size. Now reach behind the computer.
Okay,
You can put it
just so
in.
everyone knows, this is probably going to take about 4 months to get through.
Oh, 100%. I just know that you eating Oreos on stream for some reason has become a thing. That's all. That's all.
This right here?
Yeah. Got you a glass of milk.
And it's been here for an hour and a half.
But it's a thermos. Like, it's keeping cold.
Oh, it's legit a glass of milk?
Yeah.
Oh. Why did we wait?
Because you said you wanted to wait.
For milk?
It's in a thermos. It's going to be cold. It's fine.
Yeah, but now I'm going to have strawberry banana milk?
You know, I encouraged you to do this before I brought you the body
How
armor.
is this a surprise? Like
For the Oreos. It's for the
Oreos.
Oreos. I didn't get you a glass of milk.
I just thought I was drinking milk randomly.
No, I got you a glass of milk for the Oreos.
Okay, let me finish up strawberry banana.
Because you don't eat chocolate without milk.
Mm-hmm. Are Oreos considered chocolate?
The outside is chocolate. You never have Oreos without a glass of milk to go with them. Got you a freaking glass of milk from the fridge. That wasn't the surprise.
This is
true. It was the complimentary to this, and I didn't know.
I wasn't connecting the dots, and I apologize profusely because that was my bad. I wasn't anticipating that we were going to be eating Oreos.
I got you Oreos.
But you got me Oreos.
Got you Oreos.
Thank you.
Because you eat Oreos on stream a lot.
If they have Mario on them, or are Star Wars related, but this is great too. Thank you so much, Frenzy
Whatever,
Fangirl.
Frenzy Fanboy. You don't have to have
whatever.
You
Not
don't have to have
whatever.
them right
This is
now.
amazing. I love reaching my weight goal and then literally just walking away from it.
But guess what? There are so many.
It's an Oreo, everyone. It says Oreo on it. Woo, 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 woo. Can I sell it on eBay? Is it rare enough? There we go. Oh, look at that Oreo. And then we have to. How do we do it?
I don't know how you do it.
You gotta. Oh yeah.
I don't know. You've
Look
just
at that
made.
double stuff.
You've just made.
Look at that double stuff.
You've just made Oreos a thing on this channel for some reason, so I thought I'd get you Oreos for your birthday stream. I don't know. We talk about Oreo. We're not even like really.
Unhealthiness tastes so good.
We're not even really like an Oreo eating couple. Like it's not a thing.
That's why I'm surprised we got family size double stuff.
Oh, because it was on sale.
Oh my gosh.
This whole thing was like $2. Where if you bought the smaller one, it was like $4. I don't know.
And you did that on purpose, knowing that when we get halfway through it and it's 5 months and we have to throw it out, I'm gonna feel bummed because we threw out half of this family-sized Oreo thing.
I really just want to make you feel guilty in life. No, I'm actually going to try. Okay, so I am excited to experiment with these Oreos a little bit. I ended up getting a Creamy Ninja. Have you guys heard of these before? You can like make your own ice creams, but I make like protein ice cream. So you basically just make like a protein shake. You freeze it overnight in the special canister. You put it in the creamy machine and you hit creamify or whatever, and it makes the most luscious, yummy things. But then you can add, I've never done this part yet because we never have like cookies and like this type of stuff on hand, but you can add like cookies to it and like basically turn it into a blizzard. So I want to make one. Is it warm? Here's the thing. This is okay. Hold on.
I feel like it's been in a thermos for about an hour and a half, with the top not closed.
So here's the thing. I didn't feel guilty about this. I thought this through. You have like a half gallon of milk in the fridge.
That needs to be consumed by...
And you leave tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured even if this milk went bad, we'd be tossing it anyways.
Yeah.
Because I don't drink cow's milk-ish. If I do drink cow's milk, I choose a lactose-free one. Because that's how I roll. But really, I try to go with like nut milks and stuff majority of the time.
Okay. Thanks so much, Frenzy Fangirl.
Now
That's so much fun. We can make this like a little...
Okay.
How should we make this a game?
Do you want any more, or are you done?
The thing is, I have 8 drivers to upgrade. I feel like eating 8 Oreos is a bit much.
Yeah, you shouldn't do 8.
That would be a lot.
Yeah, I wouldn't
That's
do 8.
like over 1,000 calories.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
Oh, no, per 2 cookies.
For 2 cookies. 140 calories per 2
So like
cookies.
700 and too much
Yeah, you probably
calories.
shouldn't do 8.
So we started it off with an Oreo, and then how about at the very end, I eat another Oreo?
I support
Is
it.
that okay? For 140 calories?
You don't
That'll
have
be
to
my
even
lunch?
eat the Oreos.
No, I love it. It's so tasty.
I also give you a Tim Tam option.
Got some Tim Tams, too.
Tim Tams are my favorite guilty pleasure cookie. Have you guys had Tim Tams before? They're great. I like the caramel ones. They're like a New Zealand type.
Yeah.
Is it New Zealand or Australia? Oh,
Too
yeah.
bad that Matt Aldridge isn't on the stream. I think he's probably sleeping.
Probably.
We did not cater our stream time today to New Zealanders.
We sure did not. But that's okay. All right, friends of Fanboy, you got to get going. We've been going for an hour and a half, and
Goodness
now
gracious.
you have the heaviest, most in-depth one to do right now.
Okay, so again, we're going to do this. We're going to select all, and we're going to see that it says 142 tracks. Why is that? It should be 100. Did we... Oh, yes, 142 tracks. Because if you'll notice over here, see where it says 85 and 96? There's like these little arrows, and 185, 188, 192, 195. These are tracks that have me buffs that include a me that I already have at 8.3 or higher. So, and by the me buff, what I'm talking about is, I meant to say me boost. So if there's a track in Ranked that's the first of the 3 tracks in that cup,
Okay.
where the me suit has that particular track as a second shelf,
Okay.
like a favorite. There's like favored and favorite. I think favored is like the top shelf, favorite is the bottom shelf. That might be wrong. It might be reversed. But if it's a second shelf track for a me suit and it's in that first, then he gets bumped up.
Okay.
And then I can use that me suit instead of whatever driver I may happen to have.
Yeah.
Which kind of... Okay, so here's the thing. Here's my pivot. Because there were 3 drivers that had some okay coverage, but not the best skill.
Okay.
That, by taking into account these me boosts and doing a pivot to take a look at one me suit, it offsets if I were to invest in this one more me suit and then we take into account the me boosts, it completely changes the need for these 3 drivers.
Okay.
Those 3 drivers were, and if you were with us last episode, the Toadette Sailor, I ended up buying her the very last day of last tour because she was on sale for like 105 rubies for the contingency of, well, she has like 10 ranked tracks over the year of like tracks that I have just drivers at like 6 2 or something.
Yeah.
So if I were to take her to 8-3, then I would be able to get more. Also, the Yellow Explorer Shy Guy, I think. Yeah, this guy right here. He just kind of like filled a lot of holes in my account. And then the very last one was, and it's not a bad skill, but where's Rosalina Baker cooking? Rosalina Volendam. Cooking.
You were thinking like the chef, but it's the Amsterdam one with the pretty little flowers.
Yeah, so she's Giant Banana. I was like, oh, like...
Volendam? Isn't she Boomerang?
Oh, wait. So who is it that I'm actually talking about then? Who's the Giant Banana? Oh, it is Chef. That's right, Rosalina Chef.
Okay, there we go.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rosalina Chef, she had 2 tracks, which is kind of expensive to take from a 1-0 to 8-3 for 2 tracks. One of them, though, is next week's ranked that has Blue Birdo.
Okay.
Which is a super driver at 8-4.
Yeah.
And the other track that she would give me actually is one of those me boosts.
Okay.
So it would really only be 1 track.
Okay.
So I was like, oh,
that's a hard
I'm
decision.
glad I didn't like pull the trigger on Rosalina Chef, because it would have been a lot of tickets, like 38 tickets for just 1 track that I kind of already have.
Yeah.
Like a super at 8-2. If I can get away with just like 1 or 2 supers during all of the year of ranked at 8-4,
you'd be fine. Yeah.
could probably be okay. So I pivoted.
And Bobcat, I haven't forgotten about you. I'm going to come back to you in a second.
Oh, okay. So I pivoted, and I'm no longer going to consider Rosalina Chef, Toadette Sailor, or Yellow Shy Guy Explorer.
Okay.
However, I am going to consider the Lemmy Me racing suit.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Which I think is like bubble skill.
Yeah.
But he's like a Koopaling.
I hate the bubble skill.
And
it's like the most annoying skill in the game to me.
It's kind of he's kind of like Iggy, where it's like green shells, where it's like if you're in first place, then really the bubble shouldn't be like affecting you that much. But the thing is having Lemmy Me at 8 and then just like single uncapped.
Yeah.
Way more points potential than putting in tickets for Yellow Shy Guy Explorer and Toadette Sailor. Yeah. That aren't like high, like the plus skills for high ends.
I need to do a poll really quick, but not a legit poll. I just want you guys to type because I'm lazy right now. Poll. Which skill is more annoying? Bubble skill or banana barrel?
Ooh.
Those are my 2 least loved skills in the game.
All right, so going back, we've got, so the track's 142, but then there are I think it's 4 tracks that are me boosted, that have a me boost that I'm not including. Okay. So I'm manually filtering them out here. And then if we come back here, so what I've done now is I've filtered out pretty much everything that I have me suits and non-me suits at 8-4 and 8-3. Yeah. And remaining, I have 32 tracks. Yeah. Okay. And so we're going to kick it off, I believe. Oh, and also with doing this pivot, I'm actually able to take both my Wiggler Me Racing suit and Yellow Me Racing suit that are 8-3. Okay. I save enough points on cap tickets to take them to 8-4. So all of my me suits that I have invested in, except for, all of them. Every me suit that I'm going to be driving will be at 8-4. Very cool. But I only have like 5 or 6 of them. Very cool. That are doing that, right?
That's great.
So we're going to go ahead and start with Petey Piranha Gold, which I already have at 7-3. So we're going to be taking him to... Oops. Yeah. Okay, so do we want to catch up with...
Yeah, while you do that.
Yeah.
So Bobcat is describing oxalate to you. He says, oxalate are a defense chemical compound that turns into oxalic acid, I'm probably saying that wrong, in the bloodstream. It can and has caused kidney stones, but it causes tons of other issues. His was mainly brain fog, lethargy, and other issues. He would get tired after every meal and was sick of it. He heard people talking about a carnivore, and he always liked this. And I always liked, this is stupid, but honestly, I feel like I did when I was younger. It has cleared me out. That's cool. He's never hungry, and he feels great. Jonathan says, Oreos are Milk's favorite cookie. Absolutely true. And then he had like some stomach type things, and then he's saying everyone in the house is going to go on an animal-based diet. They'll continue to make sourdough on the Sabbath, and the children will be getting a healthy dose of fruit because they don't need to lose weight. And then Dustin says that he started his weight loss journey back in September, and he's lost 41.9 kilograms already.
Wow.
What does that equate to in pounds? Do some math.
It's 2.2 kilograms to a pound, so...
A little under 20 pounds?
Yep.
That's awesome. Congrats, dude. That's really cool. Davey says PD is a ranked reward in October, if that matters to you at all.
Yeah.
He'll
Okay,
enjoy
6,000
the
coins.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll enjoy the coins then.
Okay, so now look at this. Charge and Chuck Gold. I have... Do you remember... Wasn't that one of those really painful non-spotlight pipes? There was no guarantee to get him.
Chuckles? Yes.
Gold. Charging Chuck.
Chuckles and King Mario.
Yep. And then coming out of the pipe era, they're available in the Spotlight shop, but super, super rare.
Yeah.
So he gives me 4 tracks, but he actually helps out with a lot of like non-ranked tracks.
Okay.
If that makes sense. There was one thing I wanted to check just to make sure.
While you do that, I have to message my client really quick. We're in the middle of this huge virtual summit where we have like 60,000 people online right now on a system that I built, so I just need to make sure that this isn't an emergency.
Okay, yeah, so we're going to take Charge and Chuck from 10 to 83. And we're going to do that fun thing that we like to do where we triple uncap him at level 1. Take a screenshot of that just because it's hilarious. So that brain fog thing, though, that actually kind of piques my interest.
Yeah. Brain fog is real. Bobcat wanted to do this with the kids, too, just to see how it affects their brain. I was listening to one of our experts on our virtual summit yesterday was talking about diets and kids specifically, and how like certain things are being studied and how certain types of foods affect like ADHD and a bunch of other other things going on in their bodies. And so it's funny that we're talking about this right now because I was literally just thinking about this yesterday.
Can I ask a question that I don't want to be held in contempt for?
Sure. Am I going to get in trouble? Are you outing me on something?
No.
Okay.
I just don't want you to get mad at me for coming up with this question.
Oh, why would I get mad at you?
Well, because I know you're going to get mad at me, and so I don't want you to get mad at me when I ask the question.
Okay, I won't get mad at you. I might roll my eyes, but I won't get mad at you.
Did the speaker, and I'm only asking about the speaker, I'm not asking about has this been proven or talked about like in the world, period. All I'm talking about is just the speaker. Did they talk about any type of correlation with kids like in the gestation period and like caffeine intake or like soda, like the aspartame chemical in...
No, there's no studies out there that actually demonstrate that. This was a very medically based expert. They have their like PhD in nutrition and like 5,000 other PhDs.
5,000.
Pretty much. I don't know. I was like reading the letters at the end of
so
their name.
already we know that everything that comes after this.
Nope, not saying
is
that.
going to be.
Not saying that. I'm just saying it was like she's like a PhD, comma da 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 da, comma da 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 da, comma da 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 da, like all these different commas. All that to say, everything that she was talking about was founded in like very thorough research. That doesn't mean that we obviously know. That doesn't mean anything. Things can get proven differently all the time. But that being said, all the stuff that she was talking about actually had like lots of research behind it. And there is not research on that type of stuff. That is common knowledge these days yet.
Gotcha.
Not that it won't be, but yeah.
All right, so a 1-3 charge and chuck gold. Just because it's fun. Yeah, so there might be some people watching either on the stream now or watching this later after it's been recorded, wondering why I'm not like heavily favoring me suits. And it's just kind of the way that I'm wanting to play the game. I think I've invested in the me suits that appeal to me, I guess, for lack of better words. And there's kind of a fine line between, using a me like just for coverage purposes versus using a me because like that's the only thing that you're going to invest in.
Okay.
And so that's where like this whole pivot thing was. I kind of had to make a decision. The Lemmy me, investing in him just by himself had reduced the amount of valuable tracks that the Toadette Sailor and the Yellow Shy Guy Explorer were going to cover. And by doing that, there were some tracks that I hadn't considered that needed to be upgraded, and that allowed me to be able to see that, oh, there's actually some other drivers, like normal drivers, that have plus skills that I would much rather. I've been looking for an opportunity to upgrade them.
Yeah.
And this actually like falls in line with that. So, yeah, I am going to be upgrading one me suit that isn't a plus skill, but these tracks are just really, really hard to roster. And instead of spending like the 74 tickets or whatever on these two drivers, I'm spending 38 on one driver, but then allowing the other like remainder tickets to become available to now invest in some other non-me drivers that I've been wanting to invest in. So
cool.
That's that.
Very cool. Dustin says, you probably aren't aware of this. I'm still disappointed that tour only runs at 750p in the track selection. Should shop and stuff and 640p during a race on Android devices. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah. So I actually have a gaming phone that I can change the... And I know that changing the settings of the phone versus what is natively supported in the app is different. I have tried the app at the higher frame rates, and it is a little bit smoother. However, the battery penalty hit that it takes is too much for me to actually care about, and so
totally
I just kind of keep it just whatever the normal is. I think it's 60 frames per second.
And Dustin, I totally diminished your hard freaking work. Not that 20 pounds isn't a lot of weight, but I went the opposite way. 41.9 kilograms is 92.3 pounds that he's lost.
Oh, did I go the other way?
Yeah, that's a freaking ton of weight. Congratulations. That would be so hard. That is impressive.
Oh, it's...
You said it right.
2.2. Yeah, okay, so I said 2.2 kilograms.
But then I inversed it.
A pound, but we divided instead of multiplying.
Yep.
Yeah. So we'd have to multiply.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Sorry about that.
No, that's well done. Absolutely amazing. Bobby Cat says, I'm down with that too. I only wanted to invest in me's I really like. Also excited to upgrade me suits that allow me to use different skills once in a while. I went with Koopa Clown for SCSR. I don't know if you're saying it, 5 Meow DM Toad. I'm not going to read your thing, but don't ruin any basketball things because we aren't watching it till tonight, so no spoilers. I don't know if you actually said anything. You might have just been asking if we're watching any of it, but I'm not reading your comment right now.
Yeah, so let's not do that. Okay, so we're going to hide Gold Charge and Chuck.
That wasn't against you, 5 Meow DM Toad. I just didn't want it like right in front of my face because I just saw men's basketball and I was like, oh, I gotta delete this really quick. Not because I don't value you, but because I don't want to see any spoilers. No spoilers for the gold medal men's game right now. Thank you. Please and thank you. Love you. Thank you. What's up, Catherine? Hey, Catherine.
Hey.
Catherine, Seth is messaging me off the hook right now, not in a bad way, but is there any emergency or is everything okay? She says happy birthday.
It's probably something going on if she's on YouTube and
no, she told me
she was.
No, I told her I was going to be unavailable for 2 hours, and so that.
But you told her where you were going to be, and so she said she's
that
talking to you.
She said that she was going to come join us before all this. She said she couldn't wait to come and join us live.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, hey, Catherine, how's it going, man? Glad to have you here. Okay, so now Tourist Toad has 7 tracks for me. And so I already have them at 7-3, so we're going to...
She did say happy early birthday, Neil.
Because she knows.
She knows.
She knows.
She knows what's up. She's a good friend. Boop, 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 boop.
I'm actually really liking this. Like, every time that I've used... Like, I use him a lot in Ranked. And again, it's like, well, do I need to level him up? No, actually, I can do just fine score-wise. And I'm always like, well, should I just do it? And now, he's done. So, this is great. I love this. Photoed. 8-3.
I cannot believe it. Congrats. Catherine wanted to see your face. She sees my face all the time.
Photoed. Level 8. Doesn't that impress you, Catherine? Aren't you just like, man, that Frenzy fanboy, that I never call him Frenzy fanboy? He's just so good at this game. Okay, so we got him at level 8 now.
Hey, Dustin, yeah, I have the Samsung Ultra S22, maybe? Something like that. There's an option I can enable to check the resolution. Ooh. I'll have to try that out sometime.
Okay, so now... Ooh, and then there's this one. Okay, so Wiggler, the original OG Wiggler, Giant Banana, is going to be helping me out. So replacing some Poochie and Space Toad.
Which is so sad. I
yeah,
love
so
Poochie.
two Poochie and 2 Space Toad tracks. Which...
Poochie broke my heart. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm still rocking him at a 6, but like I had to like... I did that just because I love the original character. But it's breaking my heart.
So, I recently did play him. Oh, yeah, because look, in this week's Ranked, I think, actually. No, it's this one right here. Yeah, so, I have him at 6'2", but then I have Larry Me Racing Suit. And so, and then everything else is like level 1s. And so, I was using Poochie. And it was, I'm just not, for some reason, like the plus skills where you have to bag during the race and then like try and catch up to first at the end. I'm sure if that were like more my mojo, or like I was interested in it, or like really was fascinated with boomerang and like boomboxing and like didn't mind like the long time that it took, and like lucky 7s, like getting 2 lucky 7s and a coin frenzy. I just found myself like not finishing first all the time, which probably just reflects on like my driving capabilities, whatever. But it's just so much more fun playing with Giant Banana because you need to be in first to have all those bananas explode on everyone.
For sure.
And so when I saw that Wiggler was going to be taking like a boomerang and lucky 7s, I was like, yes, let's do this. Absolutely.
Ian Kimball, what's up? Welcome to the stream. He says, happy birthday, friends and fanboy.
Oh, thanks.
It's so fun streaming at a different time and having new faces. It makes me stoked.
Yeah.
Bobcat says his thankful, grateful made him happy is the ribeye he's frying up in about 10 minutes while watching the best couple on the air.
Aww.
Shucks.
Aww.
Bobcat. You melted my heart. I had a ribeye last night when we went to the steakhouse. It was quite delicious. Catherine says the spreadsheet makes her happy, mainly because she's a spreadsheet fiend right now. She's doing such good work. Seriously, Catherine, I could not do my life without you. So thank you for being a part of it and helping me out with so many things.
Yeah, spreadsheets. They're quite powerful things. In fact, I don't think my career would be what it is, like in real life, without Excel, without the capability of doing some stuff in spreadsheets.
For sure. Catherine, as a side note, I shared it with everybody else, but you actually know this brand because you and I have talked about it a lot before. But have you tried the Clean Simple Eats protein water? I don't think I'm going to buy another one. This is the first time I'm having it. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. They're like $3 a can. I mean,
whoa. That's like a restaurant non-refillable drink.
Totally. I mean, it's like really high quality protein and really good stuff, but I don't like it enough to be like, ooh, yeah, I want more of those. I'd rather just make my protein shakes. Yeah. Which, by the way, this brand has a really good, it's called coconut cream protein flavor. And it makes the best, like, I do it with like coconut milk, and it's like the best pina colada tasting thing. I'll usually do like coconut milk, a scoop of the coconut cream protein powder, a bunch of like either frozen pineapple or like other type of pineapple in it, and coconut milk. Did I already say that? And it makes like the best pina colada. It's really good.
Sounds good.
Catherine, you should still try it. I don't know if you're going to love it, but you should still try it. It has like a little chalky texture at the end. Whoa, Ian, one of your friends has me in their ranked this week. His name is Reflex. Cool. I don't know how hard I'm going to be playing this week. It's my busiest work week of the year. That doesn't mean come Tuesday night I won't decide to play and actually get high scores, but I'm not that invested this week.
Okay, so I'm actually going to leave Wiggler at 8-2 just for the time being, just because I think at the very end I'm going to be at a crossroads where I'm going to want to kind of figure out what I want to do, and I'm not sure that using the 10 tickets on Wiggler OG right now is going to be advantageous, because 2 Explorer tracks and Vacation. Okay, so I would use him in Squeaky Clean Sprint, which is this week's ranked.
Okay.
Which I think if I keep him at 8-2, I think I should be fine, because currently I'm at 105,000 points, and I only need 25. I only need 20,000 more points to beat PD Tripe. I don't know. It looks like that's part of like the me thing. Treep. And based on how he's like, what his loadouts are for what he's playing, I don't think he's going to be like too much of a threat. And so I think I can get away, since this is really the only track that
those feel like low scores.
Yeah, I wish that Pepper Rabbit was on, because he's part of the PD group clan, to be able to reach out and talk with him. So anyway, point being is I think that by the time I would need him, he's not till like the 10th week and 14th week of the loop, and I don't think that I need him at 8-3 right now.
Okay.
So we're gonna put him to 8.
Bobcat says, I Diggler Wiggler. Do you Diggler Wiggler friends of Fanboy?
You know it. Oops. Okay, so we're going to take his 4 tracks out now. So now we're at 11 tracks left. And look, okay, so Yellow Shy Guy Explorer has 4 tracks, and where is she? Toadette Sailor has 5 tracks. So this is kind of where, like, this is where the actual pivot. I can go down two different roads right here.
2 roads diverged in Yellowwood.
So I could, if I were to take Toadette Sailor out of, or her tracks out, and then come over here to Yellow Shy Guy Explorer. See, just look at how many tracks. Like, as I'm getting down here to, like, the last... See, okay, so...
Bobcat deleted Dustin's comment.
I wonder if it had to do with the Olympics?
Wait, he deleted... No, because he was talking about his weight loss journey. Bobcat, you deleted all of Dustin's comments.
Oh. What's up with that?
I don't know. Dustin, if you can hear us, I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. Bobcat, do you hate Dustin? Do we need to hash it out? Do we need to have a therapy session? Boys, let's all get along. It was probably on accident, Dustin, if you are watching. I hope you can still hear us. It was probably an accident. And the Bobcat just says, there's no excuse. I know he's delayed, but he says, there's no excuse. You guys need to see Deadpool and Wolverine. Have you yet? We have. It is hilarious and amazing. And I have the soundtrack on my phone, and I rock out to it all the time. And it brings me quite joy. So much joy. Hey, Dustin, if you can still chat, feel free to say something. I hope that we didn't, like, block you, that we just accidentally deleted your comments. But it was on an accident. Totally okay. Bobcat's one of our mods because he freaking rocks.
Hey, can we do a little poll?
Yeah, of course.
Can we ask, is it more proper or does it sound less funny to say on purpose or by purpose versus on accident or by accident?
I thought we've had this conversation on stream before.
Have we?
We have, yeah.
Because you always say on accident.
Uh-huh.
And I always think that it's a by accident thing. Like, on is like a more purposeful thing, but an accident, there was a chance it happened. So it's by accident and on purpose.
You're probably right. I'm a high school dropout.
No, but see, here's the thing, is I'm wondering if, like, that ever, like, registers in people's hearing, like, oh, like, that sound, just to me, like, it just sounds like it's wrong.
Yeah.
Like, it just conjugated wrong.
Yeah.
Like, if I were to say, like, we does Mario Kart all the time, it's like, well, that doesn't sound right.
That doesn't sound right. Do you guys say by accident or on accident? Catherine says on accident.
Oh, really?
I say on purpose, on accident. I never say by purpose or by accident.
Yeah. So I think, for some reason, like, to me, it sounds conjugated properly when it's on accident, or sorry, on purpose, by accident.
Yeah, probably is.
I'm just curious, because...
Mm-hmm. You grew up with a grammar Nazi, so whatever you say is probably correct.
Okay, so let's talk about these 2 different tracks that I can go down right now.
Dustin's okay. Dustin's alive. Oh, are you guys gonna fight it out Deadpool and Wolverine style? Where it's like you're buddies, but you're also like not.
Okay, so one of the upgrades was Toilet Paper Mario, but he just has 1 track, but it's just level tickets to get him up there. So we can let's kind of ignore him just for the sake of the stream. And okay, so here's my predicament. And let's do a poll. Can we do a poll? Like
sure.
An actual legit poll?
I will do a poll for you. What poll do you want?
Okay, so what should Frenzy Fanboy upgrade?
Clowington, are you still here? I don't expect you to be. Okay, what are our options?
So if I upgrade, option 1 is going to be Toadette Sailor / Yellow Shy Guy Explorer.
Okay.
And then option 2.
I'm going to put Toad Sailor because I'm short on characters.
Okay. Yeah, but it's not really Toad Sailor.
I know, but there's not a regular Toad Sailor, so people know what's going on.
I think there is. No, you're right. It's Daisy Sailor. Okay, correct. Very good. Yep, so Toadette Sailor and Yellow Shy Guy Explorer. Or should I go with Lemmy Me and White Tanuki Mario? Knowing that with option B, I'm going to be using two supers at 8-4. And then there's this one lingering track of Boo Lake T that I'd be using. I mean, I could level up Luigi Knight, and he would just give me one track from 6-2. I'd probably take him just to 8-2. So just to rehash.
Sorry, I was limited on characters, so I ended up making them kind of weird spelling, but you guys will get it.
Okay, so we're going to take out Mario.
Oh, the votes are rolling in. We have like 500 votes.
No, we don't. There's only like 16 people watching.
It's true. It's true. But still, they're coming in. We have 6 votes come in. Oh, someone took it. Oh. How did someone unvote and then revote? I've never known how to do that. Huh.
Okay, so we have a total of 10 tracks.
Clowington still is here. Clowington! I feel your love.
If Clowington knows something about this scenario that I'm not...
I don't know why I felt called to call him out, but...
It would be muchly appreciated now. So, Toadette Sailor... Like I was saying, so when we take away that Tuxedo Mario, of the remaining 10 tracks, if I were to take Toadette Sailor and Yellow Shy Guy Explorer...
As a side note, Bobcat says, it says in Barrett's study that found that a majority of people say on accident.
Instead of by accident. Yeah. Okay. So if I spend the tickets on just... So Yellow Shy Guy Explorer has, I think, throwing hammers. And Toadette Sailor has mushroom cannon.
Okay.
That gets me down to just Peach Circuit and Squeaky Clean Sprint R as the only 2 tracks. I mean, they're going to be 8-4, so technically everything's going to be at 8-3 or higher.
Yeah.
But, except for those 2 supers. Well, I guess those 2 supers are at 8-4.
Okay.
Or do we go with Lemmy, Me Racing Suit? Right here, because he's got 5, so he's got half of the remaining 10. And then White Tanuki Mario. And then I still have those same 2 tracks, but one left over of Boo Lake T with Luigi, which is like the 8th track, or the 8th tour. It's a space tour in looped ranking mode.
Okay, so there's a lot of votes coming in. Clowington said I voted Toadette and Shy Guy, but he wants to know, do either help with ACR at all? Or is that just a whole other level you don't want to get into right now?
That's kind of a whole other level that... Because I think I'm going to be focusing on coin boxers more and like the rest of Giant Banana people. I'm just not too concerned about ACR. Like ACR, like I'm not getting 100s all the time. I'm just doing thousands, and whether I get in the 900s or the 100s, the badge still looks the same, and so I'm really not too concerned about ACR.
That makes sense. Basically, winning is yellow me and white Tanuki Mario.
Okay, so it's Lemmy me.
That would have been less letters.
So
guys,
let's make sure that we're not talking about yellow
Hold on,
me,
guys.
because that's giant banana.
Guys, we're starting over. I failed. Okay. We're starting this.
So Lemmy.
Okay, hold on. I failed us, y'all. Should go back to listening school. Lemmy me,
and white Tanuki Mario.
Yep, got it. Don't shake your head at me like you don't trust me, boy.
Okay.
The poll is now live. We just wanted to see if Frenzy Fanboy was paying attention to us. He passed. He was a little delayed, but he passed. That was the test, right? Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
You can say you dunk on people in Ranked with Toadette Sailor and Yellow Shy Guy if you do them. Lemmy B is boring.
Oh, that's actually a good point.
Guys, I failed us. I'm so sorry. Oh, man. It's split now. Oh. The votes are going the opposite way.
Really?
Who will win? Trying to see. There you go. Who will go? Oh, nope. People still stick with what they said originally.
Okay. Lemmy, me, and white Tanuki Mario. So 6 votes. We have 18 viewers, though.
We have 7 votes. Bobcat says my vote does not change.
Okay.
Catherine, what do you think? Don't vote, Catherine. You can vote, but you don't know.
Kind of want to wait till we get 10 votes. We have 18 viewers. If we can get 3 more votes.
Can we get 3 more votes, guys?
Because, what about you, vote? What are your thoughts, fangirl? I value your opinion, you know?
I would go Lemmy, me, and white Tanuki Mario.
Would you?
Because white Tanuki Mario is giant banana.
Mm-hmm.
I like giant banana. Mm-hmm. And Lemmy me is a me. And as much as I hate it, it's a me game.
But this is kind of coming down just to, I mean, we're okay, so we're splitting hairs, essentially. I'm essentially saving tickets by using white Tanuki Mario, who's already at 4-1.
Totally. I don't even own Toadette Sailor. Therefore, I have, no attachment/affinity towards her.
So, the other thing is, if I were to go with Lemmy, me, and white Tanuki Mario, I think I'll have enough tickets to take Dry Bowser Me Racing Suit.
So you save tickets by going with Lemmy, me, and white Tanuki for the same end result.
Well, no, it's not the same because I still have Boo Lake T that has a Boomerang Driver at 6-2.
Whereas if you went with Toadette Sailor and Yellow Shy Guy, that would be covered?
Yep. Yeah, who would be
What's
driving
Yellow
that?
Shy Guy Explorer's skill?
He's the hammers.
Yeah.
Like the throwing hammers.
And Toadette Sailor?
Mushroom Cannon.
I would rather do a boomerang over either of those for a raid
I'd be
course.
Doing Toadette Sailor. And I think that's the thing. If I were to level up Luigi Knight to 8, just keep it at 8-2.
Yeah.
I think that he will help out more in ACR and in the game
more
so than Toadette Sailor with her tracks.
Yeah, I mean those skills, they're so infuriating if you do have if you have a really, really hard ranked opponent and you're really wanting to get first, those 2 drivers would drive you bonkers. Whereas you can Boomboxing is still hard, but you at least have a chance.
Yeah.
So if it happens to be at a time where you're wanting to win, I'd much rather go boomerang, and then by then you'll have more tickets and you have flexibility at that point in time to do what you want to do than being locked in. Like, I think what would make you mad the most, gotta keep my language in check, is that if you all of a sudden were like, my level 8 Toadette Sailor won't get me the score that I want, now I have to take something up to level 8 that's a boombox, waste of tickets.
Mm-hmm. That's a good argument. Meaning that it would be easier to either use the Lemmy Me on a Toadette Sailor or the White Tanuki Mario than Toadette Sailor. I was just trying to, like, I don't know. You know how you, like, rationalize? You're like, well, you know, maybe Mushroom Cannon I might actually, like, enjoy every now and again because it's just a different skill. But
you will never enjoy that as much as you do White Tanuki Mario.
This is true.
The amount of joy that White Tanuki Mario will bring you in life far outweighs Toadette Sailor and Yellow Shy Guy Explorer.
Okay.
I like a happy husband. I vote for happiness. I'm voting for Lemmy Me.
I am glad, though, that Lemmy is, like, a Koopaling, and it's not, like, you know, like a Daisy or, like, Fishbone or, like, Green. You know, something kind of like vanilla, something like, I feel like it's not too much out of the purview, I guess, of my account to invest in, like, the baddies.
Totally.
And having Iggy and Larry and Lemmy, I actually wish that Ludwig, who's Star Dash or Dash Ring.
I
wish that these 5 were on Ludwig's.
Yeah.
Because that would be amazing.
Dash Ring is like the funnest skill ever. It's like the most humanitarian skill in the game. I love it. What's up, Kart Life?
Hey! Okay, so don't tell us anything about the basketball. Nope. No comments, no spoilers about basketball whatsoever.
I've already deleted comments that were coming in.
Okay.
So anyways, Sammy D, I call you Kart Life for some reason, but happy that you're here. Stoked that you're here. Frenzy Fanboy is debating. I'm sure you're the type that goes and starts back at the beginning of a stream, so if you are hearing this, make sure you vote. And also, you wanted 10 votes. We have 16 votes, and I feel like I swayed a majority of them with my happiness pledge.
Yep, I like it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go with Lemmy and White Tanuki Mario.
Okay, I like that.
Thank you very much for your feedback and everyone watching. Like, this was literally the pivot point from, like, 3 hours ago that I was like, what do I do? It can go both ways. Like, both of these two drivers.
Did Kareem vote Lemmy Me and White Tanuki?
I'm sure Kareem wants me to go do something with Lemmy. I mean, this is the only me suit that I'm actually considering. Yeah. Because it's the only one that actually helps my account.
Yeah, I'm Team Kareem, so.
All right, and we're going to triple uncap him first, just because that's fun. But yeah, look, if it were Ludwig,
I love Ludwig.
Wouldn't that be so much fun?
I freaking love his helmet. Like, it is one of the coolest helmets ever.
So I think Ruby's was saying that he likes Lemmy Me because I guess like the feathers or something, they actually like look wooden. Like when you're racing him, like it's kind of fun to like see him like turn his head, and he likes his helmet, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, that bubble skill though.
It's okay. It's one of the worst skills in the game, but it's a me over the other one.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like in ranked, if it's just like a couple of like coin.
Totally. Coin
frenzies.
Yeah, you'll be good. I support it.
And I'm thinking maybe I just take him to 8-2.
You can do 8-2. I would. When do you use him? When's the next time that you would use him?
Next week in ranked.
Take him to level 2 and see if you'll actually need more than that. If you need more than that.
Like 2 on cap? Like double on cap?
Yeah.
Not level 2. Yeah. Level 8, 2.
8-2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because I feel like the double uncapped of a me suit, I mean, we're well over the base points of the 8-3 that I was going to take Toadette Sailor, and
I think 8-2 is more than fair on that one. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 1440. That's just like normal base points.
Bobcat's putting us on the TV and eating.
Aw.
I love watching YouTube on TV. It's so fun.
So earlier we were talking about like medical emergencies, I think. Were we not? Didn't we say something about like having a medical emergency like us on the stream? I don't know. There was something that we were talking about that reminded me of a YouTube video that I was watching last night. And I was going to bring it up earlier, but then we had like kind of progressed along in the conversation. But now since we're talking about YouTube stuff.
Yeah. Bring it back.
I find the YouTube algorithm like very, very fascinating. Like sometimes it will like pop up a video of like random something that you've never like considered before. That the majority of the time is like, why did this video come up? But then every now and again it's like, that's kind of interesting. Mm-hmm. And so the one I got like down a rabbit hole yesterday was there was this. Okay, so it was kind of two. There were like medical channels. Okay. Where one was like a doctor.
See a Kart life. I mean, you'll be seeing us, but we'll see you.
There was this doctor that I guess kind of like takes questions from like his Patreon or whatever and like kind of talks about them. Anyway, they were talking about live TV's medical emergencies. Okay. And, you know, there was like this newscaster that was like having a stroke or something and like talking, but it was, she like had a normal sentence and then just started talking like complete gibberish. Yeah. But the look on her face was like, no, this is just the normal way that like normal people talk and everyone understands what I'm talking about. Yeah. But it was like completely gibberish. Huh. And then there was like another one where I think it was someone from The View, one of those lady like hosts. Yep. She was like dressed in a Statue of Liberty costume, and they were like just coming back from. Oh, that's such a waste. I don't know that I want. I've got 700. Whatever.
You're fine.
We'll do that. They were like coming back from a commercial break, and so she starts talking, and then all of a sudden like you can just see she just kind of like goes blank in the eyes and like passes out. So then they like cut to a commercial and then come back, and she said that her costume was causing her to overheat, and so it was just like a heat stroke thing. And the doctor's like, if she really had heat stroke or like some type of like heat related thing, like there's no way that she'd be back up after like an advertisement.
Yeah, she would have thrown up all over her friend's car. And like personal experience from heat stroke.
It would have taken her a lot more time to get back to where she actually was. But anyway, so then there was this other channel where the channel is this hospice nurse. Okay. And she made this channel, like all she does obviously is like deal with people that are on hospice that are kind of like in this last stage of their life. Yeah. And she made the channel to be like more of a educational avenue to be able to like help people kind of like either understand better or better prepare for like what death is actually like a normal death. She's like, Hollywood does a horrible job of it. Granted, Hollywood, a lot of people are dying because of like they get shot or
my favorite Hollywood death scene is Batman.
Yeah,
where she goes, oh,
with that lady in the semi truck. Oh. That was like the worst death acting ever.
Literally. So funny.
So sorry. Anyway, so she actually like has video of or shares video of people that have like recorded like their loved ones that are just like of old age and the body is just shutting down just for like a very like natural death. Mm-hmm. And it was very eye-opening. Like I don't think I've ever watched or witnessed someone like die of like natural causes, like just from like being alive to not being alive. Yeah. And it was very informative. Like I was surprised at like it was cool because she was talking about like, well, this is what the body does. Yeah. And like the person that was in the video that was dying is like, she said that they're not feeling any of this, like because it looks like they're choking, or like they're gasping for breath or drowning.
It's a little scary, yeah.
But they're unconscious, and it's really just the reaction of like their organs
Totally.
just kind of go steps in life.
Yeah.
And it was just very interesting. It was very interesting.
Back in the day, my very, very early 20s, late teens, I was a CNA and I worked in a rest home type thing. Like it was a private care facility. And we worked with a lot of hospice patients. So I think I've seen 4 people, like actually physically seen 4 people turn over.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. It's intense.
And it was from like just legit
old age hospice.
Old age.
Like it's fascinating because like when they go through it, like the ones that I was involved with, at least a lot of times, like they haven't eaten in days and you're at the stage where they're not drinking or intaking anything. So you like get like a Q-tip just to like water their mouth down a little bit.
Sponge to be able to like get their lips to be like not so badly dehydrated.
Or if they're on like morphine, a lot of time you'd put like the morphine on like a little stick and like rub it on the inside of their cheeks because they can't swallow anything. Just stuff like that. Yeah, it was interesting. Interesting phase of life. I think that gave me a lot of really interesting perspective on life from a young age too.
I bet. Yeah. I think that's, like I was saying, like I've been on Earth for how long? And I think last night was the first time that I've actually seen in those stages.
Yeah.
And you experienced that like before we even met, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's very, very interesting.
Big Galaxy says Wendy Williams. Is that the person?
Yeah. She's an African American host, I think, on The View or like one of those like daytime talk shows. I think that may have been. So you remember that? Was that recent? I wonder.
I don't know if it was recent.
Maybe like the past 10 years or something.
It went viral, so like I feel like I've seen it a lot on different like just streams that like social media things.
Yeah. Okay, so I just want to make sure. So I think I want to have my last upgrade be Toilet Paper Mario, just because it brings back old memories of Studfit and myself talking about the perceived value of Mario characters way back in the day. I think that's what first got us on like Studfit's radar.
Totally.
Remember when we had that bet?
Yep.
And it was between whether Paper Mario was going to be
or Santa Bowser
was going to be like first for like or like in the top
Paper
10.
Mario, it's Toilet Paper Mario.
Yeah.
That's what Friends Boy calls Tanuki Mario. Wait, no, not Tanuki.
No, I'm switching gears. I'm legitimately talking about Mario Tuxedo.
Mario Tuxedo. That was the name that I was going for. Sorry.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
Hold on, really quick before we move on, just because I can't stop thinking about this. The other thing I don't know if you've ever seen, because you saw Wendy Williams kind of like stroke out a little bit. My dad, he had so many strokes growing up. Like he had like a lot of issues. The doctors literally said his brain looked like Swiss cheese, and they didn't know how he was still functioning. But he was like the funniest, most wittiest guy ever. But it was always fascinating. So he had his first big stroke where he had like when I was 13, and he had to like relearn how to like walk and talk and eat and do all these things, right? But it was so fascinating, like the smaller strokes that he would have. Sometimes I'd just be talking with him, and I can't remember which side of his face was it. I can't remember which side of his face it was, but all of a sudden it would just like droop. Like out of nowhere, just like droop. And I'd have to like call, I was like 14, 15, but like as soon as I saw the droopiness, I'd have to like call 911 right away, and like all the paramedics would come over and rush him to the hospital. But it was fascinating because he wouldn't know what was happening, but all of a sudden it would just be like, you're talking, and then like part of the face just like paralyzes and like
just sags.
And you're like, ah, Dad's had a stroke, call 911.
Oh man.
Yeah. Anyways, sorry. For some reason I was just thinking about that. Okay, back at you. Now I can move on.
Okay.
I didn't have a traumatizing youth, I promise.
All right. So I have just want to make sure that I'm doing this right. So I've got 64.
Hey, Michael, I don't think we're going to play multiplayer today, but we might on our next stream. We're 2.5 hours in, and I have so much work I have to do, so I have to get going soon. But I'm here for this last bit of all this.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so then I think it's... Yeah, we'll just do... I think we're okay. All right, so Yeah, so white Tanuki Mario, and then I'm going to quad cap the yellow me racing suit and Wiggler me racing suit, because they're just at triple. And then we're going to end with Toilet Paper Mario.
Okay.
And then we'll eat an Oreo, and then I want to show the again, just to show like how all of the tracks are now at this like 8-3 or higher pretty much.
Yeah.
Status.
Sorry, I'm just troubleshooting on my phone really quick with something else. But I'm still here for you.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going. By the way, I let Kate and Kayla know that I can't go out tonight because I have to work for like 2 hours before we go out. Maybe an hour and a half.
Okay.
Just, time-wise.
All right. So then we'll use this here. All right. Okay, so I'm going to take Tanuki Mario to 6-2.
Michael, we have another friend, Michael, who went by... My brain, oh my goodness, my brain has given up. Firestorm. So my question for... Is Firestorm still in Thailand, or is he back yet? Do you know? Have you been talking to him? You need to reach out to him.
Okay, so we got...
What's up, Scott? We're at the end of our 2.5 hour stream. Frenzy Fanboy is just wrapping up. He has invested 450 tickets. He's taking pretty much everything in ranked to 8-3. Big Galaxy finally got Gold Chuck and took him to 4 double.
Nice.
Chuckles was one of my favorites as soon as he was released. I was lucky enough to pull him in those weird pipes. And I took him up pretty high right from the...
Okay, so now we're going to do Yellow Me Racing Suit. Where's that at? He was kind of... Where'd he go? Here he is. Just got this big surge of like steroids in my account. Now it's going to be... So there have been some tracks... There have been some tracks that aren't in ranked this tour that like I was thinking of like, oh, like I'll just go ahead and start playing it. But then I see that there's like one of these items that I've been holding off to level up on. I'm like, oh, I definitely got to wait until... just to be able to get more uses out of it.
I wonder if ACR can become really fun for you.
Yeah.
Just inadvertently.
Boom.
Nicely done, Friends Fanboy.
And then we got Wiggler Me Racing Suit down here. Finally. I can't believe like how much I've used him and how much I actually like him. Like it always hurt me or pained me to see like what was it? Lemmy? No, it wasn't Lemmy Me. What was the other?
Larry.
Iggy. It was Iggy Me. No, Larry's a boomerang.
That's right, you're right.
So it always pained me to see Iggy at 8-4 for the Bowser Tour, the BTU, Bowser Tour upgrade. But Wiggler Me, because Wiggler Me during the Bowser Tour only had like 2 tracks the entire time. And I was like, well, I don't really have the resources to be able to do this. But now, no excuses. We're just going to do it.
Very nice. I'm excited for that for you. I'm semi-jealous of all of this. And by semi, I mean really. So, I've done no work in order to warrant any type of thing like this. So I'm proud of you from doing this and being actually as diligent and knowing how to go about this. Mine would be such a gamble.
We'll get you there, though, eventually.
Yep.
You know, when things kind of You're not in the busiest week of all of the year.
Absolutely.
Okay, so where's a yellow me racing suit? Where did he go? Here he is. Okay, so 4. And then Wiggler me racing suit. He's at 4. All right, and then we're going to do Toilet Paper Mario.
While Frenzy Fanboy wraps up, everybody who is in the chat right now, drop in a comment of your thankful, grateful made you happy. Something that made you thankful, grateful, or happy this week. I would love to hear it.
Yeah, what's yours?
Oh, man. I'm just going to go back to this is the busiest week of the year, and it's really, really hard. It's also very, challenging and edifying, and I'm grateful that I've had the opportunities to do these types of things in my life.
Gotcha.
It's very fun. Ish. Disclaimers. See footnote A through 29,000.
You count from A to 29,000.
Pretty much. You have to go through the alphabet and then you start with the numbers.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
Frenzy Fanboy, no song today? Oh, yeah, we got to do the song.
The AI song, right?
The AI, yes, but we have to do it when, it's okay if you don't want to listen to it on screen, just want to know your thoughts. So Frenzy Fanboys is the one that is set up to the stream. So either he has to pull it up or we can listen to it on our own. Welcome back, Alex.
Okay, so
I'm excited for this song. Are there any copy infringements with this song? Like, what would give?
Yeah. Playing other people's YouTube videos.
Because this is such a long stream. Maybe we won't watch it on stream, Davey. Not because we don't want to, but I don't want some weird copy infringement thing. Just in case. But I'm going to listen to it and we're going to message you right away afterwards.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going back and now we're selecting all the things that we had filtered out.
As a YouTuber, there's nothing worse when you do a really thoughtful long stream and all of a sudden it's copy infringement.
And they take the video down.
Nothing that you do matters.
Yeah, it's oh. Okay, all right. Yeah, so here, let's take a look.
Hey, we're Brent's Thankful, Grateful Made You Happy. That was sweet.
So here's all 142 tracks. Again, there's those 4 tracks or whatever that are me boosted that aren't being shown.
Okay.
So we got just this one at 6.2, which is, we might actually be able to do him. But look at all these 8s. Everything is 8. Even Peach.
Mm-hmm.
So all these drivers are 8. And then when we head over to the karts, select all. Select all. Select all.
It's 4:14 here, and the only having a smoothie so far today is really cute.
Okay, and so then now when we select all here,
Scott's Thankful, Grateful, Made Him Happy is considerably better weather in the middle Atlantic region after the week we've had.
Mm-hmm.
You guys deserve that. Scott, where do you live? Are you in... yeah, where do you live? You don't have to tell me.
Okay, yeah, so look. Everything except for those 5 tracks, everything's at 8.4.
Wow.
Or 8.3.
That is amazing.
For karts, and then gliders is going to be legit everything.
Everything is everything.
Nothing is everything. I actually saw a really good pharmaceutical commercial the other day where the first part of the commercial was this mom was watching the TV and she was getting so excited for a pharmaceutical commercial to come up. She was like screaming to everyone in the house. She's like, everyone, there's a pharmaceutical commercial coming on.
We're gonna watch this.
And everyone like drops what they're doing. And obviously like, you know, it's meant to be like super, funny, whatever. Yeah. But like I actually watched the rest of the commercial for the majority of the time. I was like, that's actually kind of
that's what we call a good hook.
Funny.
Good hook.
So look at this. So 148 tracks. Everything's at 109 or 110, except for the one Princess Stinkin' Circuit, Peach Circuit, that I just have that one super.
That is amazing.
Look at all of those 8s, 109s and 110s.
So cool. I'm impressed.
Boom.
Color me impressed.
Boom. Okay, and that deserves an Oreo. Would you like an Oreo, Frenzy Fangirl?
I'm okay. Thank you, though.
Okay, I'm going to do an Oreo and drink the rest of my milk because...
You can throw away the milk. You don't have to drink it.
It's what we do on streams, you know? Nice big happy streams. Gotta take a look at the Oreo, see if it's one we like.
Ooh, I love that brand.
Ooh, why is it backwards? Oh, wait.
So just upside down.
It's just upside down. There it is. Uh-oh.
All right, I think they got it.
So good.
Friends, fanboy, we gotta go.
Thank you so much, Frenzy Fangirl.
I really felt like those Oreos made the stream. I felt like you were so grateful for them that.
Thanks for letting us do this during my birthday tour. Thanks for everyone for taking time out of their day.
I'm so happy to
on
be
a
here.
Saturday to watch Frenzy Fanboy come and celebrate with his birthday.
This is so fun.
Thanks for everyone that was way generous with their super chats and donations.
Okay, here's my real thankful, grateful, happy. It's tied in with the busiest work week of the year. I am super excited for next week. I am so excited for next week. I'm running off of like 3 hours to 4 hours of night of sleep right now. So I'm excited to sleep in next week and hang out. Frenzy Fanboy's going to be out of town. It's going to be so fun for him. But I think I'm just excited to like chill and have alone time. I'm really excited for it. And then I'm excited that you get back right before your birthday. We're going to go into hardcore birthday celebrations.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. Okay, I was wondering where you'd be. That's awesome to see it. Going to have to be friends with you, Loop 2, to keep you honest.
Milk is still really good and cold. So thank you so much.
Is it cold for sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I tried to make it cold. I don't know. Davey wants to know, wait, 2 weeks from today you're going to be in St. George, Davey? Cool. Frenzy Fanboy's going to reach out to you. Yes, we would love to see you.
Yeah, so the reason why I haven't is because we haven't pulled the trigger on some other things, and
oh, that might be the time.
That kind of
Oh,
I
sorry.
don't want to set something until we kind of know what's going on.
Fault, Davey. We might be going to Lake Tahoe, but I don't think it will be during.
Nothing's set in stone.
But I don't think it's going to be during this time. So.
But we didn't know.
It's
just kind of close.
Yeah, it's gonna be, yeah.
But yeah, Davey, let's keep in touch. Let's keep in contact.
Because that's around my birthday, and I might want to go to Lake Tahoe for my birthday. We'll see.
Cool.
Keep you posted.
All right. Well, again, thanks everyone for joining us. Thanks so much for celebrating with me and going through, helping us out with this poll, making decisions.
Happy birthday!
It was so much fun. I really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed too.
Almost 3 hours. So thank you for sacrificing so much time today on the busiest weekend of your
I like
life.
hanging out with you. You know this.
Yeah.
I'd do anything for you. I'd go to the end of the world for you, Frenzy Fanboy.
Aww. I don't need you to do that, though. Just help me with the Frenzy Fan.
There's this really funny Instagram reel about this British guy, and he's laughing hysterically because he's like, I just found out that Americans will randomly switch to a British accent mid-conversation, and then he starts laughing. He's like, we do the same thing. We'll just all of a sudden switch to an American accent. And he's like, hello, welcome to my store. It was really funny. Anyways, and I just did that. Sorry. Random squirrel moment. Guys, happy birthday, Frenzy Fanboy.
Thanks, Frenzy
Next
Fangirl.
tour will be my birthday tour. It's going to be a blast. Not as cool as this one. But thanks for being our friends and hanging out.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out. And until the next episode, may the frenzies be